Welcome back to the stream. I always have to cough like right as it starts.
If I need your body, I'll
fuck it.
Dick. Why do you come? Welcome.
Oh,
in
much better.
2077, what makes someone a criminal?
Getting cock.
In Night City, you can become.
The sunny chat must make you sick. It makes me disgusted. But welcome in Haas, welcome in Newt Doot, welcome in Faison. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. When you've given your all and it's only Tuesday. We had Monday off. Monday was off. It should be a shorter week. Doesn't feel like a shorter week. It already feels like Monday already happened, but it's fucking... What is happening? Who am I? Where are we? This is the last week in May. Yeah, this is the last week of May. And then we're already off to June. We're going to June. Hello, Phoebe. Let me see if this command works. If my eyes work. Oh my god, it did. I'm moderately surprised. Oh, buddy. Buddy. Pride is upon us. No, it is not. Not yet, it ain't. It's looming. But yeah, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Here on the channel, happy Tuesday. We're gonna be doing a chatting. Come in, stay a while, listen. Stay a while. Well, first on the docket, we can log on over to Rotten Tomatoes and see what's up with the reviews and stuff. What the hell is this? Mission Impossible rated fairly well. Oh, really? So the funny bit about the Lilo and Stitch thing that's going on, spoilers for that movie, it changes what happens in the end from the cartoon. So it changes quite a bit, adding extra characters that weren't there before. Oh my god, how do you talk in black? That's some dark hue there. Oh, I see. Because it's like an italic. How is Final Destination so high in score? I don't know. I don't know. So many of these are high in score. Now already, you know, Rotten Tomatoes is not to be trusted, especially with things that are Disney related, but yeah, how... The critics loved it. The audience, yeah, likes it too. Yeah, they gave it the bad end. How do you talk in black? Well, the screen, the hugs at Fubiwala is like italicized, so everyone else's text is white where I'm looking, and then yours was black. And I'm like, how? How is it? How does yours? It's because it's a italic, I think. How do you talk in black? You're talking black. Black text. Ebonics. Nah, man. Yeah. So Lilo and Stitch got the bad end. And so if you go on the internet, shocker, crazy idea, I know. If you go on the internet and you look around and see a lot of the reviews, a lot of people are absolutely angry, infuriated about the ending to Lilo and Stitch because it's completely opposite of what the original had been teaching people. You know, Ohana means family and all that stuff. So it goes against that type of idea. Now we'll take a look at the reviews. I'm sure they're full of a bunch of shills that are just saying, it changes things, but it's still pretty okay. Want to be a dick and clip that? I got an ad for 28 years later in Ballerina. Do you have any interest in seeing Ballerina? I think you were the one who posted that Ballerina was getting bad reviews, which it should be in here somewhere. Ballerina, hurry up tomorrow. Thunderbolts? I mean, even Thunderbolts has got good reviews. People aren't seeing it, though. But that could be just, the Disneyification. You know? Alright, let me see. How is it getting bad reviews if it's not even out yet? June 6th, which is next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. Maybe early screenings? Time machine? Yes. I want to see Ballerina, just a matter of cinema or streaming. Early reviews for the upcoming John Wick spin-off Ballerina have been largely positive, with critics praising the film's action sequences and Ana de Armas' performance. The movie, directed by Len Wiseman, follows Eve Macaro, a highly skilled assassin seeking vengeance for her family's destruction. Okay. Critics describe the film as an absolutely bloody thrill ride from beginning to end with exceptional fight sequences. Yeah, but I mean, your brain kind of goes like, wait, why is she able to flip a 300-pound man? Reviewers. Yeah. Influencers, possibly. June 6th. June 6th is me birthday. Happy birthday, us. Maybe they're just in a really far ahead time zone. Yeah, they loop around to a different day. Well, I mean, that is true. Brutal and explosive. Brutal. There are problems for sure, but it has humor in it. Wait, that's not the movie I'm looking... Critics puzzled by Ballerina embargo. Hang on. What's this? Critics puzzled by Ballerina embargo. Only enthusiastic reactions allowed. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Why did you sound like the guy from SpongeBob? Which... Oh, Mr. Krabs? June 6th is me birthday. Arr, 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 arr. Sponge boy, me Bob. All right, hang on. Let me lean into this. June 2nd is mine. A lot of June. All right, Lionsgate isn't even pretending anymore. They're making it clear that only good vibes are welcome when it comes to early talk around the upcoming John Wick spinoff Ballerina. This morning, a peculiar email... This is May 22nd that they said this. This morning, a peculiar email was sent out to press with embargo information concerning Ballerina. Highly unusual wording is used and it's quite honestly the first time I've seen such an embargo description. The message reads that spoiler-free enthusiasm on social media is allowed starting on May 22nd, and that critical social sentiment and formal reviews are embargoed until June 4th, 2 days before the movie comes out. In other words, pump the brakes on honesty, unless it's glowing. Anything resembling a real opinion will have to wait, but vague praise, fire away. SpongeBob things. Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Oh, there it goes. There it is. See, I know that one. That one I can pull out of my butt. Do not pre-order tickets. Do not redeem. In other words, pump the... you read that. Last year, a report from The Wrap had Chad Stahelski replacing original director Len Wiseman on reshooting most of Ballerina. The Ballerina reshoots took 2 to 3 months, which might have been close to an entire movie's worth of scenes, according to the Trades Insider. It further delayed development on Stahelski's Highlander reboot, which led to Henry Cavill signing up for the lead role in Voltron. Wait, hold the fuck up. Is the Highlander movie still happening? I heard about the Voltron thing. I didn't know Henry Cavill was attached to it. But is the Highlander movie still happening? Huh? Huh? Slight update. People who've gotten their hands on the Switch 2 found out there's a day one firmware update. Yeah, I just saw something about that. To prevent people from accessing the console or games early. Correct. Now, I know when they've shipped out things before, they'll be put into a box to be like, you know, do not sell, do not put out, you know, like it does not, you're not supposed to put that out until the actual day it released. But when they were shipping things to people's homes, it would show up at their house and they'd be like, well, I'm not a store. This just, by pure logistics, showed up in my house. So what do I do? And they're like trusting that. But then now this is a hard stop. That if the date is wrong, and of course if you try to manipulate it at all, it'll probably brick the system. Helmingo! Thank you so much for the sub. Resubbed. Subdied is rub subbed. Tier 1 subbed. 41 subbed. My brain stopped. Do you care for a shout out? Are you still here? You haven't said anything. Are you still here? I could give you a shout out if you so choose. Where were we? Yeah, the Highlander movie. I was looking forward to that. I mean, I'm looking forward to a lot of things that Henry Cavill is involved with. I'm here. Okay. Do you want to shout out? Do you want the shouting of the out? I'm sorry, I was looking to see where my special Outlander book is. Oh my god. You and your books. Let me see if it works. It's probably the same driving clip. I gotta find out if I can fucking... There, the one with Henry Cavill. Still playing
We
Marvel
came all
Rivals.
this way to get
It's
takeout.
Ozab.
You could say that.
I like how Ozab is bozo backwards.
I haven't gotten to that part in Cyberpunk yet. My brain. It's gotten bad. I started a new audiobook on Saturday and I'm almost done with it. Consume. So this is Chad Stahelski. Who is he? Came from a kickboxing background. His first start as a stunt double came from the movie The Crow for doubling late Brandon Lee. John Wick, producer. Matrix Resurrections, Chad, director, stunts. Deadpool 2 stunts. What was he a director on? Wow. How can you be a director on all these things? So it's still pre-production on Highlander. He was the director of John Wick Chapter 4. Okay, all the John Wick movies. That's what he's done. He's done the John Wicks. So this one, he was going to do Ballerina, but then he got pushed out for Len Wiseman. Ballerina shoots... It further delayed development on Strahelski's Highlander reboot, which led to Henry Cavill signing up for the lead role in Voltron. Okay, so it's not that he's not doing it, it just got delayed, so things got pushed around. So now he's going to be doing Voltron? Oh my god, look at the fuck. Yeah, Voltron in production. Highlander pre-production, so okay. Enola Holmes 3. Oh good. Fucking, what the tease? What the tease? That Henry Cavill plays Sherlock Holmes, but he's playing second fiddle to his little sister. He could have been like a phenomenal just him. Or didn't watch the TV show? I watched Highlander with Raw Dog last week and I was like, meh. Wow. 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 It's okay to be wrong. I was big into British history and thought I wanted to read about the Jacobite Rebellion. The what? I'm not looking that up. Nova TV series rumored. Broadsword. What's Broadsword? A Marine sergeant crash lands in World War II France, the only survivor of his mission. He teams up with a brave local girl as they journey across dangerous landscapes, dodging enemies in a desperate bid to reach Allied territory. What? Tom Cruise, Henry Cavill. What? What? This is a movie. I'm in. Eric Janderson, who is writer for the Mission Impossible movies. It's fine. Band of Brothers producer. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can't back it up. Who's Christopher McQuarrie? Who's him. He did the Mission Impossible films. Yeah, Fallout writer, which Fallout is probably the highest grossing Mission Impossible movie. What's weird is that the concern of the new Mission Impossible Final Reckoning film is that it's not going to make enough money to be profitable, because they put a lot of money into it. And thinking that these movies have never cracked $1 billion. They're not that big in terms of profits. The biggest one being Fallout, which was like 800 million or so. Still under $1 billion. So this one is not really like got a lot of excitement. The newest one, Final Reckoning, doesn't have a lot of excitement behind it. So it may not even do 800 million, unfortunately, but we'll see. Outlander ruined it for me. The books are really well done, and the sex slop you mentioned is barely in the book at all. It's more focused on other things. I was there for Sean Connery, but the main guy killed me. Christopher Lambert. He's French. Also the villain. The Kurgan. Loved him. Oh, God. It's Clancy Brown. Dude, please tell me you know who Clancy Brown is. Please. 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 Please tell me. But otherwise, the movie is just, I don't know, too chaotic. It's an 80s film. Not enough actual lore, yeah. However, how about that soundtrack, though? Queen, Who Wants to Live Forever? That's... Come on, please tell me you like that song. I grew up with his voice always being the bad guy. Clancy Brown. He's Mr. Krabs. Where the fuck am I? Okay, so Voltron is in pre-production. Hi, here you go. Squadron 42. Hang on, broadsword. Squadron 42. It's a video game. You're right. Gary Oldman, Mark Hamill, Mark Strong. Okay. In the Gray, post-production. Post-production? Meaning, yeah, this should come out this year. What's in the Gray? Revolves around 2 extraction specialists who have to designate route of escape for a senior female negotiator. Guy Ritchie. It's a Guy Ritchie film. It's got a good cast. Wasn't his last... Didn't his last film... Was it with, The Gentleman?
Here we go. So, cheese, 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 cheese. Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese, 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 cheese. Brown bread.
Lucy doesn't like cheese. He worked... Henry Cavill worked with Guy Ritchie on The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I didn't know that was a Guy Ritchie film. I rewatched it recently, and I totally forgot it was. And he worked on that last one, the Gentleman... Art of Gentlemanly Warfare, whatever the fuck it's called. Which that one didn't seem to do too overly well. Yeah, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Yeah. Yeah, but he is talented. But I was like, why does this vocalist sound familiar? I was like, how the fuck don't you know? Highlander and Flash Gordon were all original Queen soundtracks. Flash! Ah. I'm also waiting for my foiled deluxe copy of Quicksilver. The OG cover is garbage. And then the next book in the series, I'll get the deluxe, so it matches. It always irks me having mismatched books in a series. Anyway, Voltron. Voltron. Who else is in Voltron? If it's in if it's in production, if it's in production, that means there should be some people tied to it, right? Rawson, Marshall Thurber, Ellen Schonman. Okay, here we go. Henry Cavill, Sterling K. Brown, Alba Baptista, Rita Ora. What are these names? Nathan Jones, Super Soldier, John Kim, Laura Gordon, Tim Griffin, Samson Kao, Roberto. I don't know who anyone else is. I don't know a single other person. He kind of looks familiar. Oh, he's in Black Panther. Invincible, Angstrom Levy, okay. Outlander 1 through 8, all the same size. 9 doesn't come in mass market size, but like the size it comes in is a $20 copy, so I'm screaming. Also, the first edition covers of Outlander are beautiful. Sometimes they make books look pretty. Sometimes they don't. Okay, let's see. I'm not really getting a lot of this. To combat an alien invasion, special combining pilot is robot is created with an elite squad to pilot it. He may only be a cameo. Who the fuck knows? Either way, where was that article? There it is. Okay. Ian McShane, who stars in Ballerina, has basically confirmed the reshoots with Stahelski. The veteran actor implied that Ballerina was just not good enough, and that they had to shoot entirely new sequences with another director. According to McShane, the cast didn't see them as reshoots, but rather new shoots. This Charles Bramsico guy. I gotta hand it to Ballerina Distributors Lionsgate. Most studios don't have the stones to come right out and say you're allowed to tweet about it, but only if it's positive. Commendable honesty. Aha. Well, that's not good. Getting into cover art, I appreciate when the cover is pretty, but the story is also good, like Sword Heart. Yeah. It's a whole deal. Like, being able to look at a book, judge it by its cover. No. But have the art actually help build the story a bit more. Because sometimes there's cover art that has nothing to do with the story. For instance, the Jim Butcher books, Harry never wears a hat like that. They always put him in this, like, wide-brimmed hat. He doesn't wear that hat. I know it's to, like, obscure his face, kind of, and make him look really cool, but he doesn't wear that hat. He wears, like, a baseball cap sometimes. Alright, so let's dive in. Let's see what some of these Lilo and Stitch reviews are. Alright. There are a few curious changes to the source material, but most of them make the movie feel more like a product of today than the more innocent days of 2002. Oh no! What horror! A delightfully heartwarming, family-friendly gem. How is it family-friendly? Louisa, how is it family-friendly? That rises above many of Disney's recent mistakes. Oh, you fucking know. Stitch is so vividly brought to life that he feels entirely real, down to every fuzzy twitch and chaotic. They are really hoping that you just see Stitch and just forget the story like a child. Alright, here's a rotten one. The simplistic script by Chris Ogo. Oh boy. Keka Neo Kali. Oh my god. I cannot. I'm not going to try. And Mike Van finds the quickest way to get sympathy for its characters is by consistently putting them in peril. After a while, the trick feels manipulative. Yeah. 2025's Lilo and Stitch will undoubtedly make a ton of money, and perhaps that was its main purpose. While shades of brilliance of the original animated film remain, much of the heart and aesthetic of the original film just doesn't translate to the remake. That sounds like a good review. Director Dean Fleischer Camp Fleischer, Camp, that's his whole name, okay. Finds the balance of sad and silly that keeps the antics from becoming too annoying and the emotional moments from becoming, well, also annoying. Innocent Days, dude, they had to edit that movie so many times because there were things censors now cannot handle. Correct. Well, so were they censoring like big story points, or were they censoring little stuff like the her crawling into the dryer, for instance? They changed that from the dryer to a pizza because the kid's death, and check the dryer before you turn it on. The original movie backgrounds were all watercolors. The dryer thing, yeah. The story stays true to the original while incorporating a few changes and adding some new characters. Are you high? Less cosmic calamity, more grounded family, with our 6-year-old protagonist giving Experiment 626 a run for his money in the mischief department. Uh-huh. Adult remake often navigating salting waters and occasionally lacking in grace in its tropical adventure. Even the negative reviews aren't like as scathing of like, you missed the fucking point. All these other ones are like, kids will like it, whatever, who cares? There's a magic in the animated Lilo and Stitch that is sorely missed in the live action remake. Hello, Yaga. Of course it won't translate. Yeah. And especially when you have live action, if you try to do a lot of CG animation in live action, it doesn't tend to flow very well because you see the real and then you see the fake and they don't jive together. What's weird, though, is like movies like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They were able to make it that you could believe that there was a cartoon standing in front of you. But now we have CG that looks so abhorrent and out of place, it doesn't, you can't tell that it's like standing in front of you. More grounded family. They remove the Ohana part. Correct. It's like they don't understand. Which is why I shared that one post about, what was it, media literacy? That you have people who claim to be media literate bitching about other people who aren't media literate, and yet they're the ones themselves who are not media literate. They did not... Which, just for the hell of it... Let's go and see what a media literacy definition is. Getting assloads of memory errors with WoW. I hope it's just their shitty code and not my RAM dying. Gonna run some memory tests. Oh no. Get ready for the beeps and the boops. Media literacy is defined as the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, create, and act using all forms of communication. That's media literacy? This definition emphasizes the skills needed to navigate the complex media landscape, including understanding the role of media in society and building critical thinking skills. Essential for participation in a democratic society. What? Yeah, okay. Critical thinking skills out the fucking yang. It's WoW. It's always WoW. Media and story comprehension. But that's critical thinking. Something that we taught in English class, and I don't think they teach critical thinking anymore, from what I've seen of other people. For Disney, Ohana means money, and that's exactly what these miserable, cheap cash grabs generate. People keep paying to see them, so I guess I'll just continue to yell into the void that we deserve better. Thank you, Adam. Adam does movies. And a lot of people saying that the girl who plays Lilo is doing a great job, and Stitch looks really good. Okay, cool, great. There was one review that I saw that said that Stitch wasn't as like nasty at the beginning. Like he already starts off being like pretty lovable instead of being him being an absolute terror and monster and then finding out he can be better. Critical thinking skills are dying off. I don't know if it's dying off as much as that they're just not being taught. It's not that people who had critical thinking skills are stopping from using them. It's that they're not even becoming commonplace. They're not even being ingrained into people. Instant gratification. Yeah, solving puzzles and stuff. Teaching kids how to think critically would be bad for the elites in government. And anything, really. That's why a lot of movies now, they're just dumb. They are absolutely dumb movies. They'll add lines of dialogue in ADR. Like, when a character is off-screen and you don't see their lips moving, you'll hear them say something. That's some, like, studio note put in there. Be like, well, the audience won't know what's going on if we don't tell them exactly what's going on. If they're confused, then that makes them angry, and I don't like that, and they don't like that, so they'll hate the movie. So then they handhold you. They spoon feed you. They basically have to guide you through everything. There's no nuance. There's no questioning. You just... The ugly duckling story being cut is just, wow, yeah. New York Times told me critical thinking is a sign of far-rightism. Uh-huh. I also heard exercise is a sign of the far right. Far right. Far right. Yeah. That's... It's another one of those cases of anything they don't want you to like, they call far right. And it's like, oh, cookies. That's an example of the far right. Fart right. Grr, got him. In college, I had to take a critical thinking class, and I was amazed at how half the class struggled with super basic concepts. How... Thank you for sharing, Newt. How did that class... How was that class set up? Was that like an English class? Where it was like, read a story, and then demonstrate your critical thinking of that story? Or how... Go online, find a story, critical... And pick it apart, something like that? Like, how did you handle that? Because my... learnings of critical thinking was mostly English classes. Pretty much entirely English classes. Now, there were some science classes that taught you critical thinking through analysis and stuff like that, but English was teaching you how to analyze stories, analyze words and articles and stuff like that are placed in front of you. What did this character mean? Who are the characters? What do they mean? What is the subtext? What themes and stuff like that? Blowing apart the story and really getting to the nitty-gritty part of it. Fascinating on one hand, infuriating on the other. Infuriating because you'd have the teacher saying things like, oh, well, the author meant this. And it's like, do we know the author meant that? Because sometimes the author would be like, I made the curtains blue because I thought it would look nice. Not like, blue is a manifestation of the depression inside of his soul. Like, yeah, thanks. Thanks, that's great. Did he, though? Just watching kids trying to solve shit now is painful. People just cough up the answers. I'm like, think the questions, think about it, look, use your eyes, stare, put the pieces together. It was literally called critical thinking. Okay, interesting. I never took a strict, critical thinking class. It was English that had critical thinking in it. Guess I'm the tip of the right-wing feather. Everyone just gives them the answers immediately. And I mean, it doesn't help. It doesn't help with AI. So I'll sit there, at work or wherever, and I'll be sitting at home, and I'll have my phone, and I'll think of a question, and I can just, oh God, I need to dust. I'll think of a question, and I can pop up my phone and look up the answer, just to a random thing. I'll be thinking, what was the origin of a certain word or something like that. I can pop it out and there you go. That's not really, I feel, nuking the critical thinking aspect of it, because it's like trivia at that point. You're not solving a puzzle. You're just like, oh, for instance, I looked up what was the origin of Bluetooth. It's really fucking dumb. It has nothing to do with the color blue. It doesn't have anything to do with teeth. It doesn't have any... It's because, if I remember correctly, back in the day there was a Viking, and he was able to unite the tribes, or unite other factions, and because of his historical uniting of the factions, it was like John Bluetooth Jones, something like that. His name was Bluetooth. Because of that, that's why they named the technology Bluetooth, because it was how you could get things to connect. That's why. It has nothing to do with, the scientist who created the thing was named John Bluetooth, and then no, that's, yeah, Harold? Harry Bluetooth! You get back here! Yeah, it was something goofy like that, and I went, oh, that's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, but that wouldn't have taken any critical thinking, because I didn't... What's to think? It's just trivia. It's just an answer to things. But thinking about why Harold Bluetooth did what he did, how did he feel? What were his struggles and things like that? That's critical thinking. Trying to form yourself an entire scenario behind it. And I mean, a lot of times now, maybe this is a touch of the tism or something, but I try to see things. You know, try to understand things. If I see a door open when it's usually closed, what could that mean? Just walking around at work and stuff like that. Like, I try to understand why, and sometimes infuriatingly so, because sometimes you can't. People are just dumb. Why would you do that? Why would you do that with the computer? I don't know. Okay, cool, great. But you're trying to foresee problems. You're trying to get solutions to problems that haven't occurred yet. So that way you can cut them off before they become a bigger issue. That requires critical thinking. That requires understanding how a person thinks, how they may act, what are the choices available to them, what path could they choose. It's fun. It's fun to do that. It's like playing Sherlock, you know, detective. You're being Batman. You're trying to solve a crime before it even happens. What could be the possible crime? Fabricating these scenarios in your head. If all A are also B and all B are also C, then that means all A are also C, and people don't understand that. That's the transitive property. That's math. Yeah. If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. Yeah, people don't understand it. I mean, they don't understand math a lot of times. AI is a problem, but side note, fuck artists. They're all so stuck up and liberal that I'm okay with AI on a level because screw them. I hope they go work in a ditch. Work a ditch and get some useful skills. It's unfortunate because it's a mishmash, right? Like, you have the one side that's like, you guys are taking advantage of the customer, and the other side of the customers are taking advantage of the artists. And you have people who are trying to cultivate a skill. You have an up-and-coming artist who's trying to get better and hone their craft, but they never get any attention, as much as they would without AI, to gain more experience and get better, because everyone else is already going to AI. So they may stop doing art because of that. Because they see, well, there's no use. It's going to take me so long to get my skill above what the AI bar has been set at, that I'm going to waste so much time. I can't do that. You got to work, you got to eat, you got to get stuff done. They're only mad because it's their jobs being taken. They want your job taken instead. Yeah. That was the funniest bit. When it's somebody they don't care about, then they're like, fuck them. I like how the symbol is runes for his name smashed together. Oh, Bluetooth. Yes. Like, cool how our Bluetooth symbol is a symbol from a dead language and writing style. It ain't dead. It can come back anytime it wants. I want them to go get common skills and actually work for once, so they learn the meaning of hard work. Yeah. I mean, I helped my grandpa shovel manure for like gardening and stuff as a child. I mean, a day or so, nothing too strenuous. It's just more like, hey, I got a job to do that needs doing. Can I borrow the grandchild to do something? Kind of teach him some responsibility and like doing a thing. That's what, the kids were laborers. I mean, you go outside and you mow the lawn and take care of stuff that way. I always hated lawn work because there was no end to yard work, lard work, lawn yard, lard. You cut the lawn. 1 week later, the grass is back. You weed. 1 week later, the weeds are back. It never ends. I liked things better where it's like, okay, you paint a fence. Well, that fence is going to be painted for quite some time. You're good. Artists bitch a lot, and have no real practical skills or knowledge to give their opinions any merit, yet they have dictated the swing of our culture so much. What's interesting is, like, artists used to do things. So, like, writers, not just like painty artists, but like artists in general, writers, actors, all those sorts who were involved in the arts, they used to have, like, they worked for a living, and then they branched out and got into acting. So, like, back in the day, you had, like, I don't know, Jimmy Stewart and stuff like that. Like, they were laborers, and they went into the military, and they had life experiences to draw from. Now you have these artists that they want to be a professional artist from the get-go. They just want to start at being artist instead of go out, live a little, do some things, work some jobs, and then bring that back and know how people are. And this is why a lot of people have some arguments behind all these movies that are coming out. They're just California. That's just California. These writers, directors, whoever, they're from California. They live in California. They never want to leave California. They think California is it. So everyone talks the same. Everyone acts the same. And then they try to tell you, oh, this is how somebody in the Midwest talks. This is someone how on the East Coast talks. They've never been there. Or if they have, it's only another city. You know, going from California to New York City, you're leaving one very, very populated area to another one. You're not going out in the boonies because, disgusting, dirties. Ugh. My dad would always choose the hot summer days to want to make us do yard work projects. Why? Drink some caffeine so you're not dying. It never ends. Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, artists, inventors, architects, sculptors. Yeah, they didn't just do one thing and just wait for people to reward them for it. They felt a passion for, I need to keep doing stuff. Again, sorry if my shit is a little wonky pain pills. No, that's fine. They also don't want to understand the common man or the nature of man. They want to distort what humanity is. No, they want to tell you what, yeah. They want to tell you what humanity is. They have their idea of what humanity is, and they need to tell you what it is. Not, I have my idea, you have your idea. Let's share, let's compare, let's critical think on this. Let's figure out what the differences are, really come to an understanding. No, I have what I think. I know what I think is right, therefore you wrong. I never noticed that since I've always lived in California. You're part of the problem. But it's like, it's the vernacular. They all sound like they're from California. Zendaya, especially. So you're watching the Dune movie. They're on a different planet. In space. Somewhere far away. It's this desert planet, desert world. She sounds like she's from California. Everyone else on that planet sound like they're from Arrakis. They have like a kind of a Middle Eastern type accent, kind of twang to their voice. She just sounds like her. Great acting. They have no understanding of the condition of mankind because they're humanists. Our nature is complex and flawed, but to them, they think all things humanity does is great, that there is no mortal standards. I don't know if that's entirely correct, because they clearly point out a lot of the failings that humans have done, and then they try to bash you over the head and say how they are better. So, like, crimes against humanity of the wars and awful doings and goings-on of humanity, but they're better because they would never do such a thing, as they then oppress you with their beliefs. Moral relativity. A little high 'cause pills. Doug Walker. Good performances and some decent laughs are ruined by distracting editing on par with Craven and Madam Web. Really? That's interesting. A lot of these reviews seem relatively middling, but it feels like they're just giving it kudos just cause. I think they disproportionately lack theory of mind. Yeah, probably. Almost everything is a calamitous, crowned by a finale as bland as it is interminable, worthy of a Sunday afternoon TV show. I mean, it is a cartoon. Film so flat, so predictable. Lilo's story is important for sure, but Stitch's character arc is just not as touching as it should be. A lot of people, yeah, very few are bringing up the Ohana part, like the whole family part being just shit on the end. Feels like the minute you try to put any sort of limit on anything, they screech about it. This is why I read. I mean, people are, at this point, they're running to escape all of the current stuff that's going on. Now, I still know of people who are like, they want new thing. And we all want new thing, right? Like, new thing is great. Thing you haven't seen before, thing you've not experienced yet. You want to try something new, something different. The problem is that all the stuff that's new seems to be bad. Seems to be kind of garbage. The thing is I have things I've not seen yet, but are older. There's plenty of us that have, like, we haven't gone through the entire catalog of movies, cinema, theatrical plays, books, and anything like that. There's countless lifetimes worth of media and experiences that you could be reading or consuming in that way. We don't need the new stuff. Here's the kicker. The developers, directors, what have you, they're scared shitless that the audience will start doing that, will buy older media. This is why they want to put everything on streaming services. If they have it on a streaming service, which means that you cannot truly own it, they can tell you what you want to see. Or tell you what you will see. You want to read that book? Too fucking bad. You can't get it in print. I've had this nasty problem with Black Library books, the Warhammer 40k books. They pretty much have kind of stopped making physical books, or if they are physically printed, they're only printed for a limited time before they just shuttle them off and hide them somewhere, so you have to buy a digital copy of it, which is a pain in the ass. So, once everything is on streaming, they'll have us by the fucking balls, and it's like, yeah, what do we do? Look at this the Switch 2. Like, they're not even giving you physical copies of the games. They don't want you to own that so they can control more of things. Now, for them, they'll say it's because they're trying to save money and prevent thievery and nasty things from happening, but it's also preventing the customer from owning that which they have paid for. We know I pull out one of the books, chances are we know it's garbage. My boss was excited for live-action Snow White. Like, bro, no, absolutely not. Well, here's the thing that's interesting. A lot of people, they don't know. They don't know. They're not keeping up. They're not doing what I'm doing right now, where I kind of scroll through reviews or look up articles and stuff like that, kind of see what's going on, watching YouTube videos of other people talking about pop culture, movies, reviews, and stuff like that. They don't do that. They're living their lives. They're raising their kids. They're working their job. They're maybe involved in some other hobbies. They don't care about, they're just like, a movie came to the theater, looks kind of good, let's go. There's a chance for, we have an opportunity to have some fun, an opportunity to enjoy ourselves, but they don't hear any of the other garbage around it. Now, sometimes that pans out for the best. They're like, man, I didn't hear any of this garbage. I actually enjoyed it. And then they're worried about negative review bombing, or review bombing in general, where people will come out and they'll be bashing a movie so harshly, whether or not that's true, they'll judge it so harshly that the movie tanks. And then maybe eventually it comes out and like, man, it was actually pretty good. I don't know what people are talking about after things died down. So that they're afraid of people being able to just bash them. That's why they hide back and try to protect themselves so much. Yeah, like Morbius. Morbius was clearly misunderstood. Libby, get Libby? Libby is a digital archive from the library. I know you're still right, but you know it's free. It's from the library. My boss has zero taste at all. She liked the new X-Men cartoon.
Hey!
97? Hey, Raw Dog. There were aspects to that cartoon. I have not seen it yet, but there were aspects to it that intrigue me and make me interested. I don't like the style of looking cel-shaded instead of hand-drawn, though. Dungeons & Dragons movie didn't get enough love. It was fun. Like Morbius, yes. Morbius gave me the 2000s good cheese. Thing is like, do I want to watch a Morbius movie where I'm expecting like, oh man, this is not going to be great? Or do I actually go back and watch a 2000s cheese movie that I haven't seen, maybe, and give that one a shot instead? Maybe sit down and watch Blade, Underworld, Buffy. Oh, fuck it. Blade is so fucking good. Underworld is so fucking good. Buffy I've not seen. Blade and Underworld are so fucking good. So good. Not Angel. Well, I mean, there's only so much time in the day. Watching through Buffy and Angel, I got spurs.
That jingle jangle jingle
jingle,
Jingle, jangle.
as I go riding merrily along.
Jingle, jangle.
And they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single?
Jingle, jangle.
And that song ain't so very far from wrong.
Jingle, jangle. I don't have Angel on hard copy, and it isn't on Prime. See? That's how they get you. That's how they fucking get you. Alright, Lilo and Stitch. Currently sitting at... Oh, when did it come out? May 23rd? It was this last weekend. Already sitting at $361 million. I wonder if word of mouth will pass around about the movie and it'll actually kind of stagnate. Of course, they're going to say, this is done wonderfully. And then it turns out, not really. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Oh, man, that came out on the 23rd, too. It's not... I mean, this is a kids movie. Like, kids movies kind of demolish at the theater because they just, parents take their kids and dump them off. It doesn't matter. While Mission Impossible, this is the 8th movie in the franchise, and you kind of need to know a little bit about what's going on. So, kind of unfortunate. It being the last one and all. We'll see if it gets, they reboot it. What's Final Destination doing? Oh. Excuse me. It'll go on sale at some point. Just you watch. Around the Christmas time. It'll be available for Christmas. Everybody loved the Christmas. Yeah, and then Minecraft movie. Critics panned it for the most part. The audience liked it, and I think it made like quite a bit of money. And then there's like this Fight or Flight movie with Josh Hartnett that looks to be doing decently, like, well in terms of reviews. It's and like The Accountant, fans like it for the most part. No one's really talking about it. Not that should necessarily be the case, where it's like, if things aren't really talked about, then they're not important. You know, that's not the big thing. But I mean, back when I was a kid, like when Jurassic Park came out, or Indiana Jones, or Batman, any of those types of films, you couldn't get people to shut up about them. They were phenomenal films. You gotta go see this thing. It's so amazing. We don't have that anymore. It doesn't feel like that exists anymore. A movie will come out, and people are still trying to... Well, is it worth it? Is it worth watching it in theaters, or should I wait for streaming? And so they hem and haw over it, trying to figure out, what do you do? If my spazzy brain doesn't forget, and I buy a whole series of books for that much. Oh no! Can you mouth kazoo the Jurassic Park song? I forgot how the rest of it went. Anyway, John Williams. God, they're doing another Jurassic Park movie. Oh my god. We don't want it. Stop with the dinosaurs. Apparently the island that they're going on for this one, so they're the two... How many islands were there? Damn it. There's Isla Nublar, which is where the park was. And then there was an island, Sorna. Sorna's the nasty one, where they were trying all sorts of nasty shit. Okay, Pyramid Islands, Island Nublar, Island Sorna. Sorna is where all the tech happened, where they basically bred the dinosaurs and then brought them over to Island Nublar, which is the actual park. Most of the films, including Jurassic Park, Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World, take place on Isla Nublar. Really? I could have sworn one of them was on Sorna. Isla Sorna, also known as Site B, is 207 miles off of Costa Rica, where InGen conducted most of its genetic work, cloning the dinosaurs. In the novel The Lost World and the film The Lost World Jurassic Park, prominently, there we go, feature Isla Sorna. The upcoming film Jurassic World Rebirth is set on a new island, oh shit, that is more akin to the Deadly Skull Island of King Kong fame, rather than a tropical oasis in South America. So they're just making shit up now. Michael Crichton is dead, as far as I know, so I don't know where they're pulling these stories from, Chief. My mom and dad let me watch Jurassic when I was 2, ever since I have an irrational fear of it. Oh, baby. The Dilophosaurus is a mean bitch. Film critic dissects Tom Cruise acting career. I wonder how little money she makes compared to him. Seriously. It's one of those things that people have gotten really irritated about with critics, where they're like, well, then you make it. If you are a foodie and like, then you fucking go and make it. You try making a movie and see how hard it is or how easy it is, depending upon your thing. So like, Siskel and Ebert, like, were they movie makers? They were just audience members, like highly educated audience members. But I bet there were a lot of people who worked in the industry who absolutely hated them because they felt like they did not know what they were talking about because they did not make anything. You got a lot of people now, they're starting, like, you know, Critical Drinker and a lot of other people, they're writing books, they're trying to branch out and actually do the thing that they've been criticizing, because clearly they have an eye for what they feel should be right in these shows, in these stories. So, go do that. And then that way, when they talk about, ah yes, I also did the thing and I was able to do it quite well, what's your fucking excuse? He redefined action star running. Man, you cannot accuse Tom Cruise of half-assing running. There's some actors you can tell, like, they're not running. They're not, like, I don't believe that they're running with any sort of, like, let's, like, get there. No, Tom Cruise, he runs. Park, World, and Fallen Kingdom are all on Nublar for the bulk of the movie. Hey, V. The Lost World and JP3 were all on Sorna. Yeah, but I didn't think this was a new one. I thought this one was also going to be on Sorna. These stories are coming from the same place that Rings of Power is coming from. The toilet? Yeah, the toilet. There it is. Hawaii, too. I was just reading something about the Jurassic Park Hawaii locations. Ooh. Controversial opinion. I liked the Peter Jackson King Kong a lot. It felt he looked more realistic than the newer Kong movies. I've heard that movie ain't bad. I've heard it was actually pretty good, yeah. Remaining islands on Sorna's are Capelli, Joe. Pina, I'm not saying those words. The whole assing that running, double assing it, maybe even. Yeah. So many assings. You haven't seen it? Seen what? Oh, the Peter Jackson King Kong. No, I saw Skull Island. I think I somehow missed the Peter Jackson one. Somehow. The newer Kong movies are meant to be more kaiju-esque, so that's fine. Right. I mean, that's a separate matter. The King Kong one was more in line with the classic King Kong story. And yeah, the newer Kong films being in line with the kaiju films, because that's what they did. They had King Kong fighting Godzilla in a lot of the Toho films. Shout out to Darniel. Peter Jackson one was great. Kong looks like my uncle, but fuzzier and huge. And not sounding like Macho Man Randy Savage? No, wait, that's your dad. I forget. Saw that one. Honestly, it's okay. It's more in line with the original concept. Yeah. And I mean, if you're a big fan of the original one, I bet it's phenomenal. Request you look... Words. Ooh, yeah. Request you look at the King Kong preview. You mean the trailer? God, 12 years ago.
I want the cast and crew on the ship within the hour. No, Carl, you...
forgot Jack Black was in this. I saw him, I heard his voice, and in my mind went chicken jockey, and I just had to stop.
Can't do this. Tell them the studio pressured us into an early departure. It's not ethical. What are they gonna do? Sue me? Huh? They can get in line. I'm not gonna.
The bits that I remember, he's not Jack Blacking in this movie. That's probably what makes it good. Is he's Jack Black, but not Jack Blacking Jack Black.
Let him kill my film. We have 3 hours to find a new leading lady, or we're finished. There are thousands of actresses out of work in this city. Somewhere out there is a woman born to play this role.
I like her
A
hat.
woman who will journey into the heart of the unknown towards a fateful meeting that changes everything.
Oh, Adrian Brody was in this too. What has Peter Jackson done lately?
I've come into possession of a map. An uncharted island. A place that was thought to exist only in myth. Wall! There's a wall ahead!
Great driving.
Until now. That's where I'm gonna shoot my picture.
You're feeling uneasy, Anne. The feeling's growing. It's washing over you. Scream, Anne! Scream for your life!
Well, shit. Guess I gotta watch this movie.
Herb, get the camera.
They're taking in! Restero! Behind the wall!
I have no memory of this trailer.
What took her, Carl? You saw something.
December. Huh. Jack Black was an okay villain. He's a villain in this? Fun fact, the ship in the Lost World is named the SS Venture, just like this one. I see. Believe that was the deliberate reference on Spielberg's part. That makes sense. So many movies, like, you cannot be a classic director and not have seen the original King Kong or be influenced by the original King Kong. It was such an influential thing for movie making. Wanted to hate the Dear Satan movie, but I could not try. That movie came and went. I was driving the boat. Jack Black almost sounded like Saltspire for a second there. The dinosaurs are cool too. Please watch it. Yeah, I'll get to it. Saw it in theaters. Oh wow. There's a lot of references and cut scenes from Lost World, and I don't have the time to really go over them all. That's fine. Trapped in a pit with giant bugs. Oh, trapped in a pit with giant bugs. Where was I? What are you talking about? So yeah, we'll see if Lilo and Stitch has a drop off. Seems kind. Well, maybe it's the weekend. Seems to be decreasing as it goes. Ew, bugs. Hello, Mab. But then, like, the audience, what does the audience say about it? Amazing movie. Best product Disney has come up with recently. Love the movie. Family-oriented movie. Super cute. Very funny, touching movie. Great movie. It was good. Missing some key parts from the original and the change in the storyline a bit much. Overall, though, the acting and graphics. The graphics? Really good. Definitely recommend watching. Yeah, people do a pass-fail, like I said before. A lot of people, they don't know how to critically think. They don't know how to really articulate what they think. So, if they see a movie and, you know, they were relatively entertained, they give it 5 stars. Good movie. It didn't make me hate myself. 10 out of 10. If they felt bored, then they'll, like, demolish it and be like, 0. It was awful. Worst experience. Instead of being like, well, I mean, it lulled a little bit here, but overall it was pretty good. It's in the middle of the road. But remember the San Diego part of The Lost World where T-Rex attacks the bus? Yes. Outlander's still on hold. Stop with the Outlanders! Ah, fuck. Running out of water. Gotta dig into my reserves. Ah, fuck! Okay. Well, that's it for Lilo and Stitch, honestly, because that's all we got. But the Final Destination one, I mean, I don't even know why I'm looking at the reviews for this, because, like, again, the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes are mostly, like, they feel orchestrated. They feel some sort of controlled. Out of water, grab a beer. Yes, because I want piss water next. Bus crashes into the video rental store. There's an Animaniacs reference there. Not a straight one either. Interesting. 4-minute lock on hydrate. How can I drown you with that? You can't. For that specific purpose. I said beer Guinness. That's thick beer. Boo hiss. Or like, boo piss. Ah. Oh, fuck. Look. I stretched the other day, and I felt a tightening in, like, my abdomen. Like there was a muscle in my abdomen that was trying to cramp. That was... monstrous. Thick beer. Have you been working out? I did today. I've gotten into a nasty habit that after I come home from work, I just go to bed. Well, I'll come home from work, have dinner, kind of like laze around a bit on my phone, and then just be like, I'm tired. I'm gonna like snap out or you know, pop out a nap for like an hour. But then it's like 2 hours. And then my phone's going off at like 8:30, and I'm like, oh crap, I still have stuff to get done, and that's why it's like usually late for stream, because I'm trying to cram more stuff that I should have gotten done instead of napping. But it's just tired, and then it perpetuates a cycle of not sleeping properly. So I'll nap, and then I'll try to go to bed tonight and be up until like 1, which then makes me tired for tomorrow, and then I come back from work, want a nap, cycle repeats itself. The idea should be to get more sleep, but I have things to do. It's a cardboard standee of King Lear movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Real men drink tequila straight or nothing at all. I guess I'm drinking nothing at all. Maybe whiskey. There was one time I was at a bar when I was like early 20s, and I was like, I'll take a shot of whiskey because that's what the cowboys drink. And they're like, what kind of whiskey? I'm like, what the fuck do I know? I think it may have been Jack Daniels. I'm not sure. I don't remember enjoying it. There's been very few alcoholic beverages I've actually enjoyed. Mead is pretty good. There's been some margaritas I've enjoyed because they're basically like slushies. When they're made well, you can't even taste the alcohol, which is kind of dangerous, and also I think defeats the purpose of having the alcohol in it. Film is cursed. Film in general, or specific? Oh, this film is cursed. Yeah, because that one lady got hit by part of the theater, fell on her. Come home, eat cheese, take naps, stream, sleep. Yes, that's what I do. How did you know? Jack, I love my weed. I need to make some cinnamon whiskey. Fireball is good, but it gives me headaches. Really? May have had too many chemicals. Chemicals. I drank non-alcoholic piss water once, and that's as close as I've gotten. You sound like you liked it. I like putting ice and a shot of lemon in my Fireball. Interesting. Peace? One time I confused a bartender by asking for vodka on the rocks. How is that confusing? It's pretty straightforward. Vodka on the rocks. It's right there. In the name. I suppose it could be called beer. It was bread water. You need to have some Guinness. Stop pushing Guinness on people. I definitely don't. Paramount hurts and they're losing their shirts. Means Schwarzenegger's doing King Lear. That's exact stance. That's fucking clever. Like that's where we are now, aren't we? Fireball is a hangover generator? Uh-oh. I would being annoying drunk 100%. Oh no. Oh no. You'd get so much louder. You're dragging to bed? Why aren't you already in bed? But have a good night, Mingo. That's an odd way to spell entertaining. Jägermeister is top tier. Is it though? I guess just no one orders that. She got the same glass they used for rum and cokes and filled it with ice and vodka. Oh, that's a lot of vodka. A rum and coke is like, it looks like a Coke, but then has vodka in it. I guess you could get a rum and coke in a short glass, but normally I would think it's like a tall glass, but I don't know. Yeah, I probably would. Shush you. Yeah, have a good night, Migo. I gotta blow my nose. Oh, God. I muted it so you couldn't make fun of me. A proper rum and coke should be 1.5 ounce rum and 4 ounce of coke. Oh, okay. So yeah, the short glasses. Okay. I don't drink, so. Wait, what? Davy Jones. I got a bunch of trailers lined up in these tabs here that you can see, kind of, sort of, that I'm rolling with here. Ah, damn it. You ever get a piercing pain in the back of your head? Randomly? That's the other reason I feel like I need to come home and lay down. That's mainly the issue. Is you come home from work, I come home from work, and then I feel like, man, I've been like standing or sitting all day. I need to like lay down. So I lay down and my back feels nice. Oh, it feels comfy. Like, did you get a piercing there in the back of my head? What? What? I got spurs. Don't you understand? As I go riding merrily along. Oh, I didn't watch the new Fallout trailer. Let's see. Oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Is this actually the trailer, or is this the trailer? Trailer Pro Pictures. I need an official trailer, guys. Are none of these official trailers? Want you to know I'm flipping you off with my flower tattooed middle finger. Sure, sure. Give your spurs piercings. Pierce with your spurs. Is this it?
Love your company. You said you'd get me out of this.
I tried, but it'll take basically off the world, and the end of the world for that matter.
Then do what ad for these people?
It's over here, Chip. So it's cool. Oh, Cooper, we have a request for a new Coca-Cola partnership. promo.
Whether you're kicking back in a luxury vault or sitting poolside on a hot summer's day, zap that thirst with Nuka-Cola.
Is his head getting bigger?
I've got other things that
Don't. Oh, come
I do with
on.
my career.
I know.
Look, I'm an artist. I'm not some corporate pitch man.
I know. Need a new take on this atomic sunscreen, Coop.
Sunscreen. They sell underground living facilities.
It's advertising, Coop. Try not to think too hard.
Just because you're 100 feet underground doesn't mean you've escaped the sun's harmful UV rays. Give your skin a warm grin with atomic sunscreen. This doesn't work, right? I mean, it's just lotion. Are we done yet? Christmas.
Oh god, no, it's the Lucky 38. So they're still doing flashbacks in season 2. That's what I'm seeing, and I was kind of against that too. Because I was like, okay, the first season, the whole concept of Fallout should be about after the Fallout. And at least in the first season, it has a lot of good build-up and stuff. Okay, we're trying to show you where the ghoul character came from. What his backstory is. And a lot of his stuff, since he's a ghoul and he's from the pre-war, the pre-Fallout times, it makes sense. But then, after you get kind of caught up on his shit, it should be clear sailing, new content, present-day content. But I feel like this is a way for them to pad out the series. This is a way for them to get more episodes out of there. We'll just throw back some stuff and have little bits and bobs in the past. It's like, I don't know if they're going to be able to land the plane, basically, of dropping little seeds way before and not retconning things from previous seasons. It's going to be messy. And I don't trust present-day writers to know how to fucking do it. Yeah, you can't see Pacemaker. Are these, like, just ways to shove in random items you find in the game? I don't remember the suntan lotion being in the game. Nuka-Cola is a constant in the Fallout series, though. Makes me want to zap that thirst with some Nuka-Cola, huh? Yes. You know, I had a thought. People shouldn't get mad thinking that this show changes the games. It doesn't. It's a completely different dimension. Ghouls in the games don't need medicine to stay rational. Listen here, fucker. That's kind of but that's the logic they use with anything that they make changes to. Oh, it's not based on the real thing. It's a different take. It's a different universe. That's what they did with the Halo series. And it's utter trash. Now, for the most part, I feel like they're sticking to a lot of things that are Fallout, but they're not following the story as much. And little bits and bobs that they want to change, so that way they can get credit for doing something new and different. Because God knows they can't follow fucking instructions, as seen by all these other series that we've had come out that are absolute trash. You need to know the lore. That is your fucking homework. Go home, play the games, read the books, read the comics, whatever the source material is, do that thing. That is your job. You get paid a lot of money to do that thing and then make something from that. Well, you know, we had to change things here and there. Understandable. But making it so it's like its own world so that when you get back pats, no. When I was a child, I actually wrote an angry letter to Fox Cartoons because who is this morph guy? Then when I got older, I realized it wasn't the universe of the comics. Well, that, and they also used him to kill him. They wanted a character that they could just nuke to show, like, the stakes of the scenario. And they knew they couldn't kill a named character, so they just created a character that they could just kill. Who eventually came back in some other stories, but that was his purpose. His purpose was just to die. But then a lot of other things were based on the comics. The stories were based on the comics. I bought a Quantum Pack they were selling once. Didn't blow my mind. I just like the Purdy Blue. Even as a kid, you were like that. That's precious. Just writing angry letters. To be fair, Morph as a concept is kind of stupid. In what? In terms of, like, the chameleon? I mean, there's plenty of shapeshifters out there. I was a crotchety young man. Weren't we all?
It's a time for family. It's also a time to party your asses off at the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino. We have high-stakes poker for
I don't think 1950s sensibility would have him say asses. That sticks out to me as being a very present day thing. I'm great at parties, by the way. Yay or nay for those from chat? Is saying asses something that would have been acceptable in the 1950s? They edited the ass out? Did they? No, they didn't.
And casino. We have.
Or you're saying when they broadcast it, they edited it out. There's a dozen shapeshifters and plenty of other power copycats that do the concept so much better. Yeah. Ass is fine when talking about a donkey. Correct, but as a commercial, though, if this was going to be broadcast to multiple... If it was in a movie, in a show, different, but in a commercial, no, the product would... Like, you can't say that. That's dirty. That's dirty talk. No. They wouldn't be doing that.
High stakes poker for mom and dad and high security hotel rooms to lock up your kids while you paint the town red.
See, innuendo, that's different, but to say asses takes me out of it, man. Takes me out of it completely. But you're right, I don't understand why ghouls need medicine. That was a weird thing. Like, if they don't get the medicine, that's why they go feral now? Honestly, I've forgotten what the plot was. Like, why do they need to go to Vegas? I've seen the bloopers for 1950s movies. They cuss all the time. Yeah, they cuss in those movies, but they don't broadcast that, you know. There'll be like a behind the scenes where somebody's smoking and they're like, well, we don't want to show them smoking. No. Speaking of bloopers, did you ever hear the Thundercats outtakes? No. Hope Summers. Whatever fucking happened to Hope Summers? She was supposed to be like the savior of mutants, and then they're just kind of disappeared. By Oh Lucky You.
You gotta snap out of it, Lion-O! Call the Thundercats before...
Shut up, you fuck. I should have known the Territor didn't mean us any harm when the Sword of Omens didn't obey me. And anyway, it was just plain stupid to assume it might be bad. Just what the fuck am I talking about?
It's when Wily Cat and Kid are pretending to be the most helpful that they're dropping their pens on the thing while I'm talking. Let's find the mega condenser. I'm saying that too fast. Let's find the mega condenser. Still going too fast.
What's wrong, Lion-O?
Oh, fuck, here it is again.
What's here again?
That thing, that mega thing.
Want me to say it?
Yes!
I'm going to put this one right between her pretty...
That's the line of the show right here.
And keep your foot off that blasted samoflange.
What the fuck is a samoflange?
I have to do that again.
Everyone's just looking at each other like, what is that? What are these things? She fell off after Avengers X-Men. Now she's kind of dead. Who knows how long that'll last. Until they need to drag her out to do something else.
Lion-O! We're not...
What's the matter, Snarf?
You got a cold.
Motherfucker!
You fucking dog, yeah!
Shut the fuck up! Get over here, bitch!
Ah, damn!
Run out the fucking plank, boys! Come here, motherfucker. Thunder!
What is happening?
Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats! I'm going too high.
You've got to get back to the lair, Panthro, before those mutants do something drastic.
Come on, I mean, get yourself together. Go ahead, get yourself together.
I want to see your tits, my dear.
Can't stand it. Going to pass
out. Can't hold on to it any longer.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Snarf, snarf.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, right. The Skulls event is going on for Warhammer 40k, so there's a lot of content, new content coming out about tabletop and video games and all sorts of stuff. I actually spit my soda. Not cool. Oh, no. What soda are you drinking? Is it your sarsaparilla? Just spraying it all over your monitor. Gross. Gross. Disgusting. X-rated bloopers. What the fuck?
Known the Territor didn't mean us any harm when the Sword of Omens didn't obey me. And anyway, it was just plain stupid to assume it might be bad. Just what the fuck am I talking about?
I want to see your tits, my dear.
Okay,
You gotta snap out of it, Lion-O! Call the Thundercats before...
Shut up, you fuck.
And keep your foot off that blasted Somo flange.
What the fuck is a Samo flag?
I have to do that again.
Motherfucker! Oh, Lion-O! We're not...
What's the matter, Snarf?
Gotta home. You've got to get back to the lair, Panthro.
It's most of the same. Is Iridium Wings another sarsaparilla enjoyer? I actually don't know. I think they gave me Dr. Pepper when I asked for Coke Zero Vanilla. Who is they? Who are these they people that would mistakenly give you a Dr. Pepper when you want a Coke Zero Vanilla? Those are drastically different sodas. But it's fine. It's not fine. The customer is always right. Drink sarsaparilla. It got on my shirt. I caught it. You caught it with your shirt. How long before they can just use AI to animate cartoons? They already are. They're honestly already doing it. There is... Oh, God. Crap. What was the name of the... Is it VO3? Yeah. VO3 videos. They're already making, like, their own shit. Google's new crazy realistic VO3 AI video generator. Impossible challenges Google video VO3. Yeah, so this is AI, which you can kind of tell. It's got that uncanny valley type stuff going on, but
prove one man is enough to fight a gorilla.
Welcome to the Chernobyl challenge. I'm gonna lick this glowing pole. Let's see how many views this gets.
No plan, no shoot, just content.
Bathing in liquid cement until it hardens. Let's get solid.
No energy drinks, just gasoline.
Okay, some of the audio is fucked up and their eyes give me fucking skeevy feels.
Digging to the Earth's core.
All of their eyes are the same of like content.
Hand. No brakes. Can I survive a full latex suit in 100-degree heat with no water?
Okay, that guy's
Let's
eyes were
find out
fine.
the hard way. Staring at the sun for 10 minutes straight. Wish me luck. Counting every grain of sand on this beach. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing K2 the honest way. Alone, unprepared, and in a straight line. Leave a comment for the search team. About to do the first plunge into an active volcano. Let's send it.
Please send. Yeah.
We
Perfect.
spent $50 million to rebuild the Titanic just to sink it again. Last person to abandon ship gets a Lambo.
I covered my entire body in compost and waited to see what started growing.
Running for my life on North Sentinel Island.
And like, this is how good it is now. Imagine it in a year where all these little like flaws that you can tell are gone and then you can't it's scary shit, man. I want to show this to my dad now. He'd get a kick out of it, like when he watched Ghost Stories. Oh my god, Ghost Stories. Wendy's employee. You mean Wendy's ex-employee? They almost gave me someone's food too. What the fuck? I was like, I didn't order any food, and she stared at me like I was dumb before she realized. Why even leave the house? Might as well just go to the grocery store and get a can of it. I mean, commercial cartoons you would see on TV, they're getting close. Yeah, I'm terrified. Correct. That's the correct response. And that one guy also said content instead of content. Content! Yeah. Like, it's not perfect. They don't know how to emphasize all the time. To be fair, they're trying to make influencers not real people. Correct. They're not real people. Now imagine this. Video evidence in a courtroom. Oh, God. But, Your Honor, my penis isn't that large. A decade from now, we'll never know what political stories are real. There will be so much fake AI, we won't be able to tell. That's probably why they're going to want to have, like, verifiable type stuff. They're going to have people who go through and make sure, okay, this is stamped, it's official, this is an actual thing, but then, of course, they can just lie.
Day 3. Should have picked Bali.
All right. I've sealed my head in this plastic box, and I'm gonna try to read the entire dictionary before I pass out.
Flying into North Korea with a lawn chair and 1,000 party balloons. Don't try this at home.
I'm about to survive 100 days in the African savannah, only eating and drinking what my body already gave up. Basically, the circle of life.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're cooking with plutonium-239. It's hot, it's dangerous, and it's definitely
Stop putting your hand on
I have to eat diamonds for views. I hope you're happy, algorithm.
That's the thing. Wait, Hello Neighbor is still going? Good God. I gave up on that game a while back. Hello Tuntiki. What the heck was that? It is Google VO3. Do they have more details on it? It's basically AI made content. And this Google VO3 is creepy shit that it looks pretty good. I mean, what was it, 2 years ago? We couldn't see Will Smith eating spaghetti. Like, it looked really weird. Now you can hardly tell if it's not AI. I remember when I watched... What? All these AI videos are going to usher in the Butlerian Jihad? The what? I remember when I watched 12 Angry Men, how they were so insistent that we have a witness. There was a witness. And I was like, witnesses aren't solid, though. And then I remembered that they actually used to be a huge piece of evidence. Videos are going to be that nowadays, not as good as evidence anymore. Right, yeah. That's why, like, they put cameras in places and stuff like that. Like, that's your evidence, because a person can relay what they experienced differently. And that's why a lot of times when they start interviewing people, when an event happens, car accidents, murder, or anything like that, they separate out the witnesses because they don't want them talking to each other and then screwing up what they perceived. You want to get it as quickly as possible, so that way it's fresh. Write it down, document it, and then that way it's written down. It's documented. I just repeat myself, and then that way it's has a better chance of being what actually happened. And then you get as many different views as you can, and then maybe some video footage, and you try to piece everything together. What they said happened, like what one person happened, another person said happened, and then the video of what actually happened, because it's a lot harder to fake that. Of course, now they can be faking the video evidence, and now we won't know anything. The guy did look like he could eat diamonds. I wouldn't do that. Didn't Hello Neighbor get killed by the guy that was fucking up all the fun in Helldivers at the beginning? I don't know. I just remember, like, the first game was coming out. It had a lot of hype behind it, and then... like, I didn't hear anything else. I can tell it's AI. Yeah, you can tell now. Because a lot of the eyes and a lot of things like the Uncanny Valley type stuff. But this is this now. What's this going to be like in a year? It seems to be like on an exponential curve that AI is improving. The Butlerian Jihad is from Dune. It was when humanity went to war against thinking machines. Oh, right. It ushered in the commandment, thou shalt not create a machine in the image of man's mind. That's where you get 40K. In the 40K universe, they don't have AI, because it's forbidden. That's why they use servitors. They just take humans and turn them into robots. That's why there's servitors, because they don't want to use AI. Why do some cases get sent to trial when there is black and white video evidence? I don't know. I don't know. Well, Now, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what things constitute going to trial versus just like, well, we know you're guilty. We just want to know how guilty you are. Do we really have to have a whole thing? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, right. The new Harry Potter cast has been chosen, by the way. Yeah, Google VO3. Is this more of it?
Okay.
This is like what my dreams are like. Always have to have a trial if they plead innocent. Or not guilty. My dad was a juror for a case where a guy stabbed someone over a Kool-Aid packet, and it was all on video. Oh, jeez. Dreams, you say? Yes. Yeah, define this. Stay away from Chicago. Yes. This poor guy. I guess we'll never see him again. Oh, God. Oh, God, stop. Spaghetti should not be crunchy. Spaghetti should not be crunchy. Oh, my God. Your dreams are full of overweight green men instead of large-breasted women? I didn't say there wasn't any large-breasted women. You're the one saying that. You can have more than one thing in a dream, sir. When October, your drivers are whack. Correct. We are called fibs. Thank you very much. Al dente. Al dente. Loud noises. Yeah, it's bad. Okay, it's over.
I'm using VO3 to generate videos, and it's so easy.
Okay, so this is how you start. You find a tree, and you just like, you know, punch it down.
They're going to be making commercials with this. That's going to be an easy thing to do.
con leche, por favor.
Bigfoot here. Check my breakfast.
Like, I can see these being made as commercials because God knows commercials aren't being very clever anymore.
What's one move with AI that makes haters go crazy every time?
Oh, y'all gotta give him that. This is wild. It's over. We are cooked on that thread. You get me?
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
Oh my God.
Yes!
Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe! Woo! Okay, so Riz is basically short
I don't like this. Chat, am I cooked? Yes.
for charisma.
Got it.
And that's a verb as well.
Actual Ratatouille. I see. I'm looking for like things around shifting and.
I remember when I was 30 years old and they just talked about AI. They always said it would take over the world. Little did I know it actually would.
And then I'm wondering what the voices are. How they're pulling voices together. The lighting looks off. Yeah, there's a lot of like signs, but again, in a year's time, will they be able to undo that?
In shocking news, J.K. Rowling's yacht sank with her on board after being attacked by orcas off the coast of Turkey.
Have you seen the images Resist is posting on X?
Oh my God, a talking muffin!
I don't like this. Ooh, I don't like this. No.
You have no idea what's coming!
You've opened a door that can't be closed.
Yeah, fuck your drive.
Are you still serving breakfast? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Whoa!
How much wood would a wood...
Alright, this is not fun anymore. Can we go back to the 90s? Seriously. Just imagine, this is civilian level AI. What kind of tech do governments and militaries have? Better and also worse at the same time. So how long before they start making real life looking tentacle hentai with this stuff? Already on it.
Oh, I just...
It's fine, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot. The teeth look weird. Yeah. I don't like this. Make it stop. Why did you say this? This is The Rock and his friend, The Hard Place. Correct. Platinum Dreams. Define the dreams. Remember it tested 42%? You mean it's still ongoing? Or that's where it stopped? I just want AI to say to me, you look lonely, I can fix that. What she called him a Joe, was it? There we go.
Oh, I just... No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
AI waifu bots coming soon. Yeah, like when they're at the point where you can just talk to AI and yeah, people aren't going to want to leave the house. Still running. Okay. Probably have to let it run overnight. It seems that way. I want full-on sex bots. Oh, God. It needs to be tactile. Tactile, I tells you. Okay, so it says Davy X Jones. So are we led to believe that Davy will be making out with Jones? They will have 3 boobs. 3 boobs. I'd settle for 2 really good ones, but, you know, that's just me.
Betrayed, beheaded, banished to hell.
What the fuck is this?
I've had worse Mondays. It doesn't mean you can do whatever you please, Jones. I might be just a head, but I'm the brains of this operation. Seriously. Well, go on, do it. See if that solves your problems. Lazy sack of...
This looks kind of fun. Want to know why you have a silent protagonist? It's because he doesn't have a head. Anyone watch the Spider-Man 2099 TV cartoon? What? No? There was a Spider-Man 2099 TV show? Bots that don't get headaches. You can pay a little extra to upgrade to 4. But do I get a discount if I get down to 2? Think about what AI will do for gaming, though. Oh, no! Was that an octopus in the skull? You know very damn well it is. I see we're starting to wander towards the tentacles hentai already. What do you mean already? It's ever present. Actual D&D stuff don't even need friends. Correct. So instead of having to get your friends together to play a D&D campaign, you just do it yourself. What the fuck?
Who's the greatest pirate of them all? That's right, Captain David and Jones. What, you think we need one more? You think we need one more?
Who makes you?
We'll get one more.
Wish list on Steam, but who are you? What was this? Curse of Pirates with the booba. Paris? I don't think I've ever heard of the studio before. X is not pronounced and. Yeah, it's like Davy X Jones. Otherwise it would be like a plus. Do you think the Vietnam War used drones? Correct, they used soldiers. That was mean. Not to say that, like, soldiers are drones. But, I mean, in certain circumstances, if you're mindlessly following orders and stuff, people made the argument that the soldiers involved in Vietnam War were drones. Isn't Davy Jones an octopus? If Disney has taught me anything... Astrid, Flameheart. Well, this looks like a roguelike. Oh shit. This looks like Vampire Survivors.
So I see them and click away. Wish your curse and stim today.
See, they get you with the sea shanties. Checks out this new top-down pixel art roguelike, Curse of Pirates, where you customize your build on each run to survive waves of scoundrels, monsters from the deep, undead pirates, tough bosses, and more. This was May 22nd. Is that Misfortune? Yeah. Literally just Misfortune. Dr. Livesley. Very kind of married person. Character sociable, not married. The army treated them like drones. Drones, yes. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Vampire game. Yeah. Mobile game graphics. It's pixel, yeah. Steve slowly adds Curse of Pirates to his wish list just for big-breasted Astrid. What do you mean slowly? I've already added it. I'm already ahead of you. What the fuck? Elder Ring new stuff? Special announcement for One Piece? Sure.
Next up, the Grand Line.
Luffy. Luffy, what are you doing here?
Not me! I had an idea. I realized that every great pirate crew needs some good, solid bonding time. So we're having a slumber party!
No. We are not having a slumber party.
So I made snacks. Truffle popcorn for the group. Up for the group.
And I fixed the snail projector, which is kind of a disturbing process.
Zoro, you made it!
You said there was gonna be booze.
So, question, do you sleep with those suits?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yes, we are having a slumber party.
Showtime.
I gotta say, they're playing the characters.
Pass the popcorn.
Okay, so what are we watching?
Do you want to do the honors?
The next season. Highly regarded to be probably one of the best. Oh, Chopper. One of the best anime adaptations that's ever happened. And then it makes people go to Netflix and be like, so you can do it right. Why does everyone else suck? Do you still have the Phantom of the Opera? Yes. Okay. Every time it goes just a little bit longer. It's going outside my wheelhouse. Most impressive. Oh shit. Is this the Gerard Butler Phantom of the... Yes, it is. Mab really likes Phantom of the Opera, so I always leave that tab open, and whenever I play it, I summon her. There you go. Oh god, what is this? Hold up. Live on Netflix, May 31st. Oh, Saturday. Special announcement on Saturday, is it? Mab also plays keys. She tickles the ivories, as it were. Not like the piano or organ, but actual keys. Like a cat. Correct. Official cinematic trailer for the horror series.
When he painted this. An oddity among his schematics and calculations.
Ooh.
Yet, this seemed to help him. A way he could express the enormity of his plan.
Oh, Sisters of Silence are so fucking cool.
Not if the legions are successful. It depends on how deep the rot goes.
Motherfucker, this looks so good. Alright, the tanks look a little less weighty. Are those salamanders? They look like salamanders. Yeah, salamanders. Oh, yeah, that's a plasma. It just makes it poof. Oh, I gotta see that again. I think that's a plasma. Unless it's a Melta. Oh, the old boy Terminators. good. But is this a series or what?
The attack failed.
How many?
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
In the end, I suppose not. Do you wonder if they might be right? Many will sympathize with their rebellion.
I am the Emperor's spear.
Oh, have a good night, Mab. Get caught up here. Reminder for this Will Smith spaghetti incident. Yes. Must be away for a time. Might be back, might not. Ta-ta for now. TTFN. I thought we weren't supposed to consider tatas to be polite. What?
What I think doesn't matter.
What now, then?
We make ready for a war that may never end.
So, the shit of it makes me think that this was just a cinematic to promote their tabletop. Like the models. That's it. I mean, in theory, that's all the Warhammer 40k stuff is about.
My boobies.
Is
my
promoting the
massive
tabletop
fucking
stuff,
titties,
but
my super stuffed up milkies. My hunger bonger doinky
boinkies.
boinkies. My fucking
Hey,
fabric
Chandon.
stretching, wind flapping, gravity welling sex mounds. You mean these super duper ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking.
Hello there.
Yeah, I know a lot of the content. Hey, Green Leader. I know a lot of the content for Warhammer is basically they're just trying to get you to buy the models, the paint, the tabletop stuff. I am above such things. More like I can't spend the patience to learn the paint, and I know it's expensive as fuck. I'd rather just watch the videos, read the stories. Like, that's where my interest lies. More so than playing the tabletop game. I like the video games because that's easier to access. I have gaming computers, I can play the games, that's easy. But if all of this is just building up to, like, buy our models, like, you could make a fucking movie that looks like this, and it would be phenomenal. Kenobi. Right, this trailer is on par with the cutscenes from old video games that weren't even in the game.
I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm
Correct.
dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
What was that noise?
Yeah, like Blizzard. Blizzard made amazing looking cinematics for Diablo and Warcraft, and then when you played the game, it was like kind of pixelated. That's not what's in the thing. So it could be this, and then it's a card game, you know? It's trash. Now imagine how Hollywood would make said
Bigger.
movie. Difficultly.
Bigger. Bigger.
Jeff?
Bigger. Jeff? Bigger.
Jeff!
Bigger. Bigger.
I'll settle for a feature-length film, but there's no way you could ever do more than like 5% of the heresy in a single film. Even that is too optimistic. Yeah, there'd be like certain battles of the heresy. You couldn't do the whole thing. I was going to ask, what is this for? New video game, new expansion for the tabletop, new body pillow? Well, I know at least the tabletop is getting more models and stuff. Like the Horus Heresy is getting new models. I know that. But to show this and then not have the what? Like, what are we doing? It's just the Horus Heresy. They're coming out with models. So you have this great cinematic to just sell your models. It kind of sours it. Because I'm like, I don't kind of give a shit about the models. I'm sorry. I know plenty of people who are, but I just want the story. I would love to see that. I want to read a story. Giving a novelization about that or something. Please and thank you. Let me get caught up here. Uh-oh. You missed the awful AI slop of 2025. Yeah, Google VO3, I think is what it's called, Green. If you heard about that. Yeah, VO3. Google's VO3. It's AI that's making like whole on videos and sound, and you can tell it's AI because it's still a little rough in places, but if that's what we're at now, as I've said, if that's where we're at now, imagine it in a year, what it'll be. Could do the whole thing. I mean, part 2, part 3. Yeah, just keep going. Is it true that the latest Mission Impossible is 2 parts? It's the second part. The first one was Dead Reckoning, part 1. Here's where things get fucky. Okay. So the new movie that's out right now is called Final Reckoning. It is the last Mission Impossible film. It's supposed to wrap up the whole thing. Like, they're kind of trying to end it. The one that happened before it was called Dead Reckoning Part 1. Well, that film didn't really do too well. So then they kind of dropped the Part 1, despite the fact I have a Blu-ray that says Part 1. You watch the movie, it says Part 1. So it says Part 1 everywhere. But then the next movie is Final Reckoning. So everyone's going to be like, well, it's Part 2. There is no Part 2. I mean, it is Part 2, but they're not calling it Part 2. Because Dead Reckoning didn't perform as well as they expected. They removed the Part 1 because they were worried that if they came out with Part 2, people would go, well, I didn't see Part 1. Clearly, because it didn't make enough money, so a lot of people didn't see it. I didn't see Part 1. I don't want to have to see Part 1. Well, I'm not going to see the new one because I think I need to do homework in order to see it. That's one movie, and they're already junking that. Despite the fact that, like, Marvel has a bunch of movies to have you do homework with it, and they don't seem to figure that out. Ugh. So anyway. But this is supposed to be the last Mission Impossible movie. Technically, all the Mission Impossibles have kind of like led into each other loosely, kind of like the Bond series. The characters kind of cross over, and there's a bit of history there, but it doesn't hinder the story. They're new scenarios. But this one's supposed to kind of like encapsulate everything, even to the point of kind of retconning some stuff, which I find stupid. There was no need for them to have it be like, man, this connects all of the movies. No. I, for one, like the new AI slop. It has a soft spot in my heart. Hear that, AIs? I like it. Don't forget about me. What's wrong with body pillows? Uh-oh. There's Gundam Warhammer figures now? There's what? I've been seeing VO3 the last couple of days on X. Yeah, that's where it's kind of been too. Its version of Will Smith eating spaghetti is darn solid. Except for the crunch. There's no crunch in spaghetti. That's its baseline, yeah. There's not enough hours in the day to summarize. If there are good enough for Ukrainian freedom fighters. AI? I saw the latest Mission Impossible. It wasn't the worst one, but it was convoluted. Nah. I still need to see it. Does he die? I bet he dies. No spoilers! They didn't need to waste the time on trying to tie in all the missions. They really didn't. They could have just told another standalone, this is the final thing. Not, man, it connects to everything we've done so far. No, it's just like, no, this is the most dangerous mission we have yet. There you go. Does Tom Cruise run? Oh my god! I heard he has a middle tooth and eats an apple through a chain-linked fence. What? The middle tooth part I get, but the apple? The first Mission Impossible movie was the only really great one. I watched the second one recently. It's not as bad as I remember it. I saw the first one and the third one. Why'd you skip 2? 2 is a clear John Woo film. It's very stylized John Woo. They shouldn't have tried to set up some new villain to tie it all together. Gabriel felt too forced. They should have brought back Solomon Kane. Yeah. MI2 is the worst one. You're the worst one! The worst part is it's not that it feels forced to have Gabriel in it. He is legit forced. In the first film, in Dead Reckoning, Part 1, he talks about Gabriel knowing him from his life before he joined the IMF, and that he killed his wife. None of that has ever come up in any of their Mission Impossibles. They pulled it out of fucking nowhere. And I think what they wanted to have happen is they were going to de-age everyone, de-age all the characters to have like a flashback, but they found out that was going to be really fucking expensive, so that way they kind of showed a couple flashes and that's it. But this next film, it sounds like they're going to do more of that. Why? Why are you pulling this character out of nothing? You could have had an established character or just come up with a new one. Not, oh man, there's a history. I gotta kill this guy. Who the fuck is this guy? You've never mentioned him before. MI2 has a great soundtrack, but sucks otherwise. It doesn't suck. You suck. Would it be worth it to rewatch Mission Impossible 1 with my girlfriend? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. The first one's great. She has never seen it. The first one's a lot of fun. That settles it. So they were going to do a girlfriend in the fridge with Mission Impossible. What? No, no. It's already happened. That's the thing. So in Mission Impossible 1, he's already part of the IMF. He's not the leader of the team. That's Jon Voight's character. But he's part of the IMF team. Gabriel, this new character that they pull out of their ass, has supposedly known him before Mission Impossible 1, before he even joined the IMF, and killed he apparently had a wife that Gabriel then killed. To like somehow give you some sort of stakes that, oh, Ethan really hates this guy. Even though that Gabriel ends up killing the other woman, I forgot her name, in Dead Reckoning, to give him more, like, it's really convoluted for no reason. She actually likes almost all of my movie picks. What do you mean almost? Which ones has she not liked? It's truly the pinnacle of bringing Mission Impossible back, and it's really well made. Ooh. Gabriel is retconned in as the big bad from Ethan's past. Yeah. Faust. They shouldn't have killed her. Should they have killed, Haley Atwell instead? Those were your choices. How many Mission Impossible movies are there now? 7 or 8, I think. Luther or Benji? Oh, that would have been a better choice. Yeah. I want to say 7 or 8. 9. Oh, fine. Fuck me then, I guess. 9 is the last one. Okay. With these last two, it is 8 now. He's 9 now, innit? Someone don't know how to count his movies. Sorry. She didn't like Boondock Saints. Oh no! Or Memento. Oh no! Those are fine. I want to say 7 or 8. 9? Yes, correct. 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Oh yeah, here's VO.
Woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Hey? Sure. What's up, Twitter? I'm taking prompts from VO3. Reply with what you want to see.
It's just stream of consciousness at this point. Sorry, I'm tired and numbers are hard when I'm tired. Why? Just why? I don't know. The AI is all wrong. Not right. Stop it. Get help. Get some help. Yeah, it's a strange one. Yeah. Will Smith eating spaghetti is the new AI benchmark. Jesus, why?
It's time.
Yeah. Calm down there. Calm your tits. Tindicky, has your girlfriend seen all The Big Lebowski or Dodgeball? Dodgeball. I need to rewatch Dodgeball. Because I think I have there's an unrated version, and the unrated version is a lot more fun. It's got some more jokes. So this is a K-pop show? Because we don't have enough K-pop in our world.
My boobies, my massive fucking titties, my super stuffed up milkies, my hunger bonger doinky boinkies, my fucking fabric stretching wind flapping
The
gravity
animation's not
welling
bad.
sex mounds. You mean these super duper ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking...
This actually does not look that bad. I like how the animation is smooth and not choppy like they've been making it recently. 12 frames per second. No, I thought it was smoother. It's smoother.
Stealing the souls of our fans?
It's smoother.
Let's send...
You're tired. Open your eyes. But I bet you would like Dodgeball more. Will Smith brought the idea of it no longer being some acid trip made out of dogs. Add it to the list. Isn't K-pop the Korean boy band thing? No, K-pop is just Korean pop, like across the board. It is the genre. The genre is Korean pop. There are boy bands, there are girl bands, it's just Korean pop. Looks like an Uber Eats ad. Oh no. It's 12 frames per second. It's not smoother. It's smooth. Okay, if this is 12 frames per second, then the other ones are like 10. They are worse. They just need to dance and middle wiggle.
Those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong! Yeah!
I'm seeing the frames now. Shut up. There it is. Sony. Fine, 13. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tundiki. I feel seen and heard. I dated a girl one time that walked out in the middle of watching Dodgeball one time. You dated a girl one time who walked out in the middle of watching Dodgeball one time. So just the one time? My friends told me to dump her because she wasn't any good. She ended up cheating on me later. Well, now I feel bad for pointing out your error in typing things out. Man, fuck that bitch. Shitty Saturday morning cartoons. Also, are they gonna make the Demons War refugees again? Oh god, shut up. Did you hear what he's? Oh god, I'm sorry, I'm getting loud. I'm getting so fucking loud. What's that guy's name? May Cry Netflix creator. What's his name? Adi. He wrote something stupid on the internet, saying basically that he didn't know that Devil May Cry 5 was coming out when he was working on his Devil May Cry 5 came out a couple years back. But I guess he was working on this anime before it came out. He thought it was a dead IP. And so Devil May Cry 5 happened. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, we're back. We're so back. We love this game." And he saw that and he went, "Oh shit, now I have to make it like that, but I want to do my own thing." Basically, it translated down to, he thought it was a dead IP so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted with it and make it his own thing. Like a bitch. Instead of following, again, doing your homework. But instead, Devil May Cry 5 came out, rehyped people into the actual fan base, and now he went, "Oh no, now they're not going to like what I did because they're going to compare it to that thing, which is better." Now, let me get his actual statement, if I can. It's like, don't try to make your own thing on an existing IP like that. Tried to get you to dodge the ball. I will never let Netflix live that shit down. Right. Yeah, he thought it was a dead franchise so he could do whatever he wanted with it. Yep. Like a bitch. Like a bitch. Love letter to Capcom. Shut up. Like, he's desperately trying to get another, season out of it, but it's just total fucking trash. Like, none of the characters are how they should be acting. Happened recently. It was on Twitter because he tweeted it out and I can't find it. Let me see if I can look over here maybe. Type something better, thanks. Yeah, the article says, he was unhappy with Devil May Cry 5 because it took spotlight away from his Netflix series. I thought the quote, "I thought the franchise was dead. I thought I was bringing this thing back." So he's upset that something else brought it back before him. You know, the actual creators did. Huh. Shit, wrong window. Yeah. Shit. Yes, Grubhub. Yeah. It's where all the people animating that stuff got schooled at the same place. It feels like that. It's just cheap. Felt the project was being overshadowed by the game's announcement and release. What a weasel. Yeah, and that's... The game came out like a couple of years back. He's insane or very stupid if he thought that his shit show was going to bring back Devil May Cry. I mean, here's the thing. We've seen it happen. They release something crappy, but in the same vein as something. Fallout, for instance, a Fallout TV show. There is not one instance where a person... Let me phrase this better. The Fallout show came out. Good or bad, it caused more people to look at Fallout and go, this is a video game series I've never been a part of. This looks interesting. Let me find out more. Hey, Lagerman. And that's what they do. They release something that, even if it's good or bad, it gets more eyes on the franchise to go, huh, let me check out more. The Cowboy Bebop live-action piece of shit on Netflix. It caused more people to look at Cowboy Bebop. So even some people, some creatives, if they really want to sell out and not give a shit, they go, well, good or bad, you're going to have people coming back to my main source of income, my main thing that I created and appreciating it. So it's going to create new fans, they think. But sometimes they'll hate it so fucking much, if it's that bad, I don't even want to see the original. I hated that one so much, I'm not even going to take a look at it. Because I don't know what's good and what's carrying over. Link me for the Horror 2020 reminder. No! Everyone in chat is bricked up. Even the women. Even the cats. What? Bricked up? I thought bricked up meant you were thick. Hoist the mainsail. Here's the difference. The Fallout series was actually half decent despite all of its problems, so it actually helped bring in the normies. Yeah, well, same thing with, like, Edge Runners. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That caused a lot of people to pick up the game. Despite the fact that Edge Runners it's got some issues. I enjoyed it. It's got a lot of good stuff to it, but it caused people to go, hey, let me check out more. I always try to come in hot, and I've been playing SC2 for the past 4 hours, so I'm tired to be creative. That goes to the belief that any publicity is good publicity. Correct, yeah. Which it isn't, but that is the mindset, yes. Same thing happened with the live-action One Piece show. Well, One Piece was actually better received, yeah. Bricked up equals contemplated. Also that. Contemplated. My first thought was an Edgar Allan Poe story, but that works too. Toon was right. Bricked up his boner. Thanks. Thanks for that. Alright, give me a sec here. Alright, where was I? So yeah, this guy, he's the guy who did the Castlevania series. First season or so, good. And then it kind of fell off, and now he's kind of doing his own thing, and he feels like he's trying to chase, like, clout and stuff. Like, he's just taking other people's toys and playing with them and be like, see, I can do things too. And if you try to judge him harshly for it, backfires. I don't know. Castlevania Netflix thing was disturbing. Correct. New stream title, Bobs and Boners. Boobs and Boners. Show Bobs and Vajoons. It fell off after the adult episode. It really did. But that's... Call Me Chato on YouTube made a video today that I just watched that was called Why Can't Streaming Platforms Create a Good Second Season for Shows? Witcher, Wheel of Time, things like that. Shows that were, like, relatively positively received on the first season, downright fucking tank it in the next season and then following seasons. Why is that? It's like they can't keep up the consistency. They can't they can't understand why that first season was good and to go off of that and increase it. For instance, Star Trek The Next Generation. First couple seasons are a little rough, but then it finds its footing and it shoots off. It gets better. A lot of these shows, they get better. They find their footing, they improve things, they found their ground, and now they can go from there. All these other shows, they start pretty good, and then they immediately just start diving. They don't ever get better. There's no peak. It goes down, and then there might be a little going up, but it's never as high as it was when it started. It's because they don't care about the project. There's that too, because Wheel of Time killed the story in the first season. Yeah. And they continue the same path. Because they think they did so good in the first season, they can just do whatever they want. I mean, that's the argument that I use with a lot of the Disney Plus shows. Mandalorian kicked the doors off with this first season. It was something that people were hungry for and wanted to see more of. And then they went, oh, okay, we have more eyes on this, then crank up the bullshit machine. It's like they give a special project to someone not thinking that it's going to be any good. Fine, I don't care. You can do whatever you want with it. We're working on this thing over here. And then their thing over here fails. And then that thing that they didn't think was going to be good, The Mandalorian, for instance, takes off. They're like, okay, I'm just going to take your thing, co-opt it, and make it my thing, and put my bullshit into it. And that's why it starts to fail. Because you can feel the same rot over here. Like, well, that wasn't there in the first season. Why'd they put in there? Oh, yeah, because some executive or producer saw it and went, oh, now I will use this for my bullshit, for my activist, or whatever message I'm trying to push, instead of just entertain people, tell good story. They use the second season to spew their own nonsense, correct. It's more like 3 or 4 episodes and then it crashes. A lot of times it doesn't even make it through the first season. Yeah, that too. Wheel of Time books are excellent, albeit a bit wordy. Aren't books meant to be wordy? Or do you mean like overly verbose in terms of description, like kind of like Tolkien can write overly wordy? He'll take pages and pages to describe a forest. I was gonna say, Toon gets it. You're both just pointing at each other. They get it. He gets it. He gets it. I literally bought Wheel of Time for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. You have no excuse. I wonder if a lot of these shows get more writers in the second season. Probably that. And due to the writer strike or any other sort of nonsense, they're swapping out writers with less experienced writers who are supposed to shadow, but they've never been here before and they don't know anything. So then they're like, I'll do things. And then they just, I don't know. Contract be damned. They might have to listen to these guys. Some Wheel of Time books get close to 1,000 pages. Huh. Robert Jordan makes Tolkien look like a manga writer. What? Both excellent. Wheel of Time is just way worse in that regard. Oh no. Oh no. That was the one thing that I thought was like kind of annoying about Tolkien's writings. So much good, but a lot of times I'm like, all right, can we move on? I never finished this trailer.
Let's get battle ready.
Yeah, the movement on it feels very much like Spider-Verse.
It's time for a new strategy.
Oh god, it's the K-pop boys. Yeah, this is gonna be popular, I guess.
The demon boy band? They're coming after the fans.
Is this a movie?
Let's go get these guys. You think we're just gonna let you steal our fans? You're gonna have to fight us for them.
Oh my god. K-pop stomp the yard.
Yeah, this plane's trashed.
I mean, all things considered, it doesn't feel like a bad concept. I hate the frame rate shit that they keep doing with these. Like, stylistically, looks great. Great looking characters, great, like, style to it, but then that frame rate. Music is good. June 20. Rated PG. Yeah, it looks like Spooderverse. It was done by the same people, it said earlier. On an interview one interview I ran into was with a young writer. He wasn't a reader. Admitted he never bothered to sit down and read the source as instructed. This is not the way. No, you beat that person. You take the source material and you beat them with it until they submit or, I don't know, quit. I would never, ever, 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 if I was working at a job where my job was to go off of something that previously existed and then make something off of that and then never look at it. I work in tech. Would I not look at previous documentation on a thing to see how it worked so I know how to input my stuff into it to make it work? No, I want to see documentation. I want to see source code and stuff. I want to see how does it work? How is it working right now so I can put in my stuff to make sure it's a smooth transition. Not go, I know what's best. I'm going to blow it all up and do my own thing. Breaking hundreds of things in the process. That's not how you do anything. I just started reading the Chronicles of Narnia books. They're pretty good, but they are clearly written as more children fairy tale books. Oh, they're also really short, too. They're pretty short. They're decent stories, too. I read those a while back. Yeah. Good stories. Memory check came back with 0 errors. Hooray. Partly good, yay, no errors. Partly bad, oh no, what's wrong? Still don't know what's wrong. Gotta cut down on that rendering time, I guess. Sure. If you only render half the frames, you don't have to worry about it as much. It's exactly who they were written for. People my family knows. Oh, jeez. This animation style always feels weird, because they have sequences that look good, but then the rest of it runs at 12 frames per second. I think that's what caused me to get really, really confused, because you were like, it's bad, and I'm like, it's fine. So like that. Like that movement right there. So like some of the action scenes, they do that. But when they're just regular, just talky, I think that's where they cut. So maybe this is like with regular animation. Because any other anime, you'll notice they don't put on the 100% animation the whole time. Because that would be super expensive. They're not going to have the gritty details 100% of the time. It would take 10 years to make and a lot of money. So what they do is certain scenes that aren't as important, they'll dial it back. Things in the background are kind of smudged. Animation, facial animation's a little smudged and a little scuffed because they're in the background. Who cares? They're not the focal point. But then when it comes to the action scenes, your big, your glory scenes, those they put in the effort to because that's when people are really watching, really paying attention. But if it's two people talking, people aren't as engaged, back it off a bit, you can get away with a little more fudging it, and you make out with more money and more time to work on those bigger scenes, because everything is just resource management at this point. Just throw a few extra 4090s at it. Yeah, just chuck those in there. RTFM goes a long, long way. I couldn't imagine going to record a song when they ask for a Latin samba feel and not do my research on the genre. Yeah, because you're an actual smart adult, Tooniki. IT consulting firms love to hire people who do that. It means they get paid twice to fix it. That's different, though. That's consulting. If you're in-house, no, you don't want to do that, because then you'll have to fix it, and you don't get paid more for it. I want things fixed and to go away forever, or as for long as possible. Correct. With it, consulting firms, yes. They fix it in shit way, then they have to come back. Or they don't get the business again, and they never have to fix it ever again. And then that business who hired that consulting firm hires a new consulting firm to come in and fix that thing. But they won't fix the thing as that consulting firm. They'll blow it away because they're the consulting firm. They'll blow it away, do their own thing that won't work, and then leave. It's a never-ending cycle of hiring people that just won't. Did I get my steps in just by... I did. Fuck me. So I have a pedometer on my wrist now instead of my hip, because I got a new one. I Italianed my way into 10,000 steps. Because I was pretty close. I think I was like 8,000, 9,000 steps for the day, but I was so animated. It actually got my steps in. Still looks moving a still frame and not clean. So animated movies are like Wes Anderson films, and getting there. Right, they say for specific episodes or sequences, but they don't make it so obvious during the rest of the anime that it's at a lower frame rate. Right, but if you were to pause through it, you can see where it is. At least you aren't using a ceiling fan. Confirmed Italian with talking with his hands. Correct. Try putting it on top of a small fan and vibrates. Also does it to most of them. Being Italian gets you free extra steps. I mean, hands. That vibrates. Cardio is cardio. It do to do. Oh man. Okay. What? Moving on. It's almost midnight. I wanted to be done by 10:30. So Gura might be coming back. This was a video that just it was a short. Oh my god, you're so loud. Why are you so loud? There we go. This was a short that I saw that said like Gura coming back, which we know she's coming back as another fish-based VTuber. You've got 20K by dancing to the oldies. No, I just told you a story. Content hub for underwater media, Chum. May 19th, the following statement drifted in deep. Yeah. Okay, so it's just showcasing the tweet from Saba. Okay.
Introducing Mind's Eye.
I don't know what this is.
Your story takes place in the city of Red Rock, a desert
like PlayStation.
metropolis where corporate greed and political ambition are in constant friction.
Cyberpunk.
In a future that's closer than we think, technology takes care of almost everything, so we don't have to.
Of course, sir.
Artificial intelligence connects every device into one all-knowing system. But you are not part of the system.
You are above the system.
You are Jacob Diaz.
Shtick is more.
What starts
She was
out
a hacker.
as a personal
It's like a hacker
quest
persona.
as you step into the lead role in a conspiracy involving criminal forces, an unchecked military, and a threat so sinister it endangers the survival of humanity. You have
I mean, you're
expert
shooting into
skills
houses.
making you
That can't be
extremely
good.
valuable to some, but highly dangerous to others.
You find Diaz yet? No, still out there. When we find him, I'm the one who ends him. Boss has a better idea. Remember that girl, the hacker? Yeah.
Too many woo girls online.
She's been holed up downtown in some kind of safe house. Can you drive?
Can you shoot?
As you're confronted with increasingly perilous situations, you must form unlikely alliances in order to survive.
Okay.
Coordinates are in the GPS. Now drive.
See the Tainted
Your
Grail.
talents at the wheel will be
The Fall of
called
Avalon.
upon
It just
as
came
you
out and
find
looks pretty cool.
yourself
I don't
both
think
a
so.
hunter and hunted.
I think people have been talking about it. Ow, my nose. All right, I'm hopping
Extravagant,
around.
fortified, secret, and treacherous locations.
I mean, at this point in time, it just looks like a normal standard
Multiple
shooter.
targets simultaneously. It can also be used to allow Jacob access to otherwise unreachable areas.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's really like spectacular. Let me see. There we go, official trailer. 4 days ago. Oh, it's first person, that's right. Hello. Oh, it was first person. Maybe you can just looks like Cyberpunk meets GTA, but generic. Yeah. Like nothing to really make it stand apart.
I write only letters to boss.
Me? Of course I'm human.
Oh my god, Rock and Stone.
He was the fire that forged order from chaos.
The music is kind of cool.
Carved a path through darkness.
Crafting.
I am Arthur Pendragon.
Oh.
I led humans to Avalon Shores great halls of Camelot.
Got a pretty good style to it.
He was the man beneath the crown. He was the voice that doubted. The heart that still beat beneath the weight of legend.
Maybe you can keep a lot in a bra, but that sword storage of hers looks a little awkward.
I need to save this realm. This is my vow.
Already out now. Anyone saying anything about it? Fun fact, the third person in this game wasn't originally planned, but the game developers basically realized it was too cool to see your character in some awesome armor striding through all the weirdness to not include it, so they added that feature later. Respect. That was the argument with Cyberpunk, which they kind of have when you hop on a bike or something, you can see yourself, but they're like, you spend all this time decking yourself out in such great drip, and you never get to see yourself unless you look into a mirror or something like that. Like, should have included a third-person game mode. They finally did for Resident Evil Village. Ow, my elbow. Ah. Came for the Italian clip. Did Jaeger do a clip? Is that what happened? This came out of nowhere, and so far it's sitting at very positive on Steam. And if its marketing isn't that awful, it's going to make a lot more money because then they didn't have to market it. Good word of mouth will spread and say, hey, good game, and people will buy it. And then you'll have people like streaming it and stuff, getting more attention that way. Get no car sickness when I play third person. You mean motion sickness? Because I was gonna, okay, so if you're, does any of it have to deal with playing video games in a car? Okay, just general motion sickness. Because I was like, car sickness. I'm like, so if you're playing a first-person game in a car, you'll get car sick. But if you play third-person in a car, question, do you get car sick? Just in general. First-person shooter games fuck me up. Gotcha. Yeah. Don't get car sick. Okay. So it's just the you not moving, watching the moving. Okay. Yeah. I also don't think a lot of first-person shooter games have been optimized properly. They try to get you, like, the motion blur and all this stuff, and it almost makes, more recently, more people are getting motion sickness from it. Yeah, like old Doom, for instance, because that's an older first-person shooter, or like the first Halo game. Those are different shooters. I'm thinking that in most current games, they do something weird with the motion that makes it motion blur, for instance. Yeah, like stuff like that is causing first-person shooter games to look and affect you a bit more. Can be a graphical thing for a lot of people. Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking it's a current thing, because I don't remember it being as prevalent before. Especially, like, with VR. A lot of people get motion sickness with VR, which makes sense, because your senses are getting bombarded with stuff, and it really makes you feel like you're moving. And they're trying to, like, well, it looks so real. It looks so real, you make people sick. Good job. Ugh. Oh, right. A new Ninja Turtle game goes VR. Oh, shit, it's a VR game. Lets you play as Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, or Raphael from the first-person perspective with plenty of combat as well as exploration of the bonds of brotherhood. Wish listed on Meta or Steam VR if you're interested. Oh, shit. I don't know, man. It's the Toidles. I tried my girlfriend's nephew's VR thing, and it felt weird for the first 30 seconds. What happened after the 30 seconds? Felt like I was going to fall until I got used to it. Were you sitting down when you did it? Ninja Turtles. China can't copy anything correctly. Shame. Yes. Ew, VR. Yes. Agreed. But also turtles.
Oh.
Nope.
Is that supposed to be Raph's voice?
Uh-oh.
Go.
Go.
That's it? That's it. Tactical takedown. Splintered Fate. That game was supposed to... Oh my god, did that game come out too? The Splintered Fate game that was basically like a roguelike Turtles game? Could have sworn that came out. Turtles. You were standing, and I was a gorilla with flaming arms. It was wild. Turtles does not outweigh VR. What? My friends and I got to try out an Oculus when they were pretty new. If you're wearing it and someone else controlled the movement, it was pretty nauseating. Oh, yeah. Felt like I was drunk and high on the pots back when I used to do those. This was 5 days ago. So they created XCOM for Turtles. This does not look as fun as I want it to be. It's like a puzzle game at that point. XCOM. Even OG XCOM looks better, yeah. And using cost and coins and stuff like that. It's a strategy game. Which some strategy games can be done very well. I don't think that translates well for Turtles stuff. But then this one... This is the PlayStation launch trailer. But yeah, it's supposed to be a roguelike. So it looks like it plays a lot like Hades. Felt like, yeah, right, okay.
It's showtime! Go make some space turtles! Casey Jones!
Get Casey Jones for free? If it's just on PlayStation, you can fuck yourself.
All the brains and all the brawn together.
June 24th. So it's not out yet.
Turtles beat frogs every freaking time!
For a limited time?
Pushing forward, no matter what's waiting for us. Cowabunga! Nah, I still don't like saying it.
What do you mean available now? Oh, for free until June 23rd. Hang on, let me see. What's this up? Splintered Fate. Is that on Steam right now? Is it even on Steam right now? It is. Special promotion offer ends June 5th. It's half off right now. Ends June 5th. Buy TMNT Splintered Fate plus DLC. Casey Jones and the Junkyard Jam. All of that is discounted. You can get the whole damn thing for like 20 bucks. Digital Deluxe Bundle. Art book, soundtrack. Casey Jones is only like $5. But yeah, you have to pay that. Mostly positive. I forgot this game existed, to be perfectly honest. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? That movie, that is the best quote from that entire movie. If you have to ask, did you buy it? No, I didn't buy it. I'm waiting for a sale, didn't you hear? A sailor sale. Alright, so what's Nintendo crapping out now? Rewind, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. If you make a mistake, easily rewind gameplay and try again. Yeah. See, you'll get a lot of people being like, you didn't really beat the game if you play it with that ability. You need to play it without rewinding it, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, it's your time to spend. Like, if you want to rewind it, because I remember how many times I would get so fucking frustrated trying to do a race or some sort of challenge, and then you screw up, and then you're like, gotta wait for it to reload, and it would be even worse if it was like a timed thing, like in Majora's Mask, where you would do a race, but you could only do the race like once, and then you would have to reset time and do it again, and it would take so much time. Why? There was no reason to do that. Rewind feature to make people more soft. For people who are like us, who are adults, who already played the game, probably already beat the game, we don't have that kind of time. As expected, they will sell you some older titles now, but not all of them. Yeah. I've beaten games with save states. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? I'm sure if you're doing like a challenge, games done quick, something like that, then fine. Like that's understandable. You don't want cheaters or people using save states in that regard. But otherwise, if it's your own thing, who cares? CRT filter. Why? Why? Oh, this game is great. Interesting. View change controls. Yeah. Check what each button does in the game you're playing. Oh, that's fun. Why are they saying this is like a feature? This is something that should be standard. Oh my god. We allow you to pause the game. Ooh. Oh. Criminy. Like, you're not gonna get... Oh, on the Switch they allowed you to do that too. CRT filter wasn't on the original Switch. That's why you need to buy a Switch 2. I could have sworn well, save states were on the Switch. Oh, whatever the fuck, Nintendo. A lot of downvotes! Burn in OLED monitor mode, yeah. I like the CRT filter. I mean, it's nice. It's not what I'm gonna buy a Switch for. All things PC can do, yeah. And could have done a while ago. Works for some games. Do you want a 4x3 image ghost? We'll step right up. Let me know when I can pause the multiplayer games. Ooh. You can pause in the original Star Fox 64, it just didn't have the control scheme. The power of a Switch 2, being able to apply a CRT filter. Truly, this is the power of next-gen hardware. Yeah. I'm seeing people starting to bitch about it. Glad to know the per game button mapping isn't locked away from Switch 1 users, isn't it? Whatever. Close. Go away. Alright, so Dark Heresy announcement for you? Again, I feel like this is miniatures. You can calm down now, please. See, I feel like this is a show.
The Imperium is torn asunder.
Let me know when the Switch relaunches. It'll be another 10 years.
On all fronts. By enemies from within.
Oh.
By enemies from beyond. Still, no matter the cost.
Is this like a Diablo-style game?
Persevere. Every blade must be turned to our defense.
Oh, you Night Lords.
Soul, every dark secret.
I don't know if it's turn-based. It didn't look like it. It looked like it was real-time.
To the damnation of eternal night.
Sequel to Rogue Trader? But why would it be called Rogue Trader 2? Because, like, from the... Well, I mean, subject to change. It doesn't look like there's any... I mean, there's no UI for me to tell. These could be scripted events, so... I don't know. It does kind of look like they're standing around in a turn-based mode. Does it give me any idea, like, when? Just wish list now. Who knows when it's gonna come out. Okay, tease me some more.
Ready to be a hero.
Superhero Simulator game. I think I remember seeing something about this before. Let's revolt, abandon Balder, and go straight to Rogue Trader. No, I need to feed Orin her teeth. This is by Owlcat? I think so, yeah.
Welcome
The
to
other-
Gold
the other one
Pine
was.
City. Every hero has walked away, but the chaos never did. This city's only hope is you. Prove you can handle it.
Okay, can customize your superhero character. That's kind of cool.
I'll pay double if you don't speak. What the hell
Oh,
is that?
shit.
Are you even watching the road?
Can I get a cheeseburger,
Oh my
please?
god. This could be really cool or really dumb. Huh. Owlcat did Rogue Trader 2, so I think it's another CRPG like Rogue Trader. That's why I think it might be a sequel. But they're still creating content for Rogue Trader. Very APB Reloaded meets Saints Row vibes. A little bit, yeah, yeah.
Elio.
Okay, so the new Pixar movie, Elio, which I don't think anyone really has a lot of interest in, but whatever.
Giving school? I don't know if this is boundary testing or sleep regression or... Ugh.
Also, you know, hate the fucking look of the characters because they're doing this stupid, like, Steven Universe look of people, which doesn't look creative in the slightest.
Which one of these is you?
I don't know, but I think that one is you.
You need to make friends.
I went here too when I was a kid. You might not believe me right now, but this will be good for you.
All I ever wanted was to find a place to fit in.
Sure, Pixar.
It's really happening!
From the studio that brought you Inside Out 2,
Allow me to adjust your gravity.
because it was the most recent one.
Can I trouble you for a DNA sample? Sure. Where do you want it? Wow.
Everyone's eager to meet you.
I am the Universal User's Manual. I contain the secrets of the universe. What is the meaning of life?
Who would win in a fight? One gorilla with a baseball bat or 10 chimps?
The gorilla.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
You'll be one of us.
Leader of Earth.
Huh?
Prepare to be conquered.
But I just got here.
Seems like June 20th is a big deal.
You do it.
I am shy.
I'll do it. You're in great hands. You're crazy. Okay, stand your ground.
This is who they send? You are more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. Back home, I didn't fit in. Well, I like you. It's like I was always meant to be here. And now Grygon's gonna blow everyone up? My friends need our help.
You made a friend?
You will feel my wrath. Glorden?
Hi, Dad. I'm a bargaining chip. No, say the other thing. Oh, help me, Father. He overpowered me.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Pixar's Elio.
I've never been a bargaining chip before. I've been a liability, a disappointment. I've also been an enigma, a problem, a headache. Oof. Will help. Ow.
All right, best character.
June 20th.
Calling it right
Tickets
now.
available now.
That gonna be the king character of the whole damn thing. Don't you dare bring Queen into this. I wasn't even listening, honestly. I'm so pissed off with manipulative music in trailers where they take some pop song or some existing theme and just like dressy it up to make it like really try to affect your heart. How about creating a new song? Please? iPatch looks like a blue green screen item mistake. I was thinking to look out of place too. Hug the walk dog. You already hugged me. I already hugged you back. Creating a new song would require effort. Correct. Of which there is none. No effort to be given. Oh shit, I think that was the last thing I had on my trailer list. Anyway, I think Katina only has this one video. She doesn't have an eating video. She just has like a how she preps video. My face. All right, hang on. Oh fuck my hip. I'm getting old in my sitting age. Okay. Well, I tried to be done with Talking Tuesday before midnight. I failed that. So, we'll see if we can get through this Katina Eats video of her. I think this is the most recent video. She doesn't have another eating video. It's just her talking about how she eats. So, answering questions then. Yeah, we watched that one last time. So, answer the questions of how she eats normally, because a lot of you have asked. How? What does she eat on a normal day then? So let's see. Well, she's eating a cucumber. No, that's a zucchini. That's a zucchini. Lo-fi horror YouTube background check. Yes. Is this just... Is she gonna talk? Is she gonna explain? Look at her not hand-holding the audience. She's just letting the visuals tell the story.
What is up, and good morning, Kilo crew, and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to take you guys through a full day of eating and training while I am home from doing a bunch of food challenges. So obviously we have to start our day with breakfast, which for me involves a cup
Fried
of
eggs on
coffee
toast is delicious.
straight away.
Fried eggs are delicious.
The birds.
On toast or otherwise.
There's so much wildlife. Anyways, in front of
Steve
me I have
impatient.
a
I'm a little
delicious,
impatient.
delicious breakfast that is going to fuel me for some upcoming workouts. It's pretty early right now. Actually, it's a little later than it would typically be that I would eat breakfast, but it's 6:50 a.m. currently, and this is going to be my first meal of the day, a nice big breakfast, which is going to fuel me for a run and a lift, and then we'll eat a couple more meals, and then we're going to actually be doing some biking as well. So let's dig into this here. I have 3
So
slices
this is
of
how she can
sourdough
eat so
toast.
much. Quaint
I
home.
also
It looks
have
nice.
some sauteed vegetables. I did mushrooms and zucchini.
Hold up.
On the side,
Hold up. You read what's back here? Garbage can pizza challenge. 40 by 26 inches. 10 pounds. Randy, Katina eats kilos. Something Alaska. I finished this something experimental mile high Reuben challenge.
I have 2 little clementine oranges.
Hey, Dag.
And then
We have the same clock in our bathroom. This one over here
with a fat-free cottage cheese.
pipe clock?
And then the other 2 are just topped with whole eggs. So I'm going to dig into this.
Full screen to make the text bigger.
A lot of delicious, delicious fuel. I've really been enjoying eating whole eggs since I've been back. I used to do a lot of egg whites, but now the fats don't really bother my stomach anymore, maybe because I've gotten used to it.
Because of all the fats you eat
But
otherwise?
I'm really enjoying this.
Oh my god. I would slam those 2 pieces of bread together and make a sandwich.
You have to get sourdough from a bakery, y'all.
We have a temperature gauge made out of a pressure valve. Hope those white borders have lights in them. Perfect cover design. Still can't read it on this end. It's fine.
The macros for this meal.
Just trust those
I've been
words.
tracking everything using the RP Diet app, which is the Renaissance Periodization dieting app. I used to
that
use their templates, and I did their one-on-one coaching like in 2016, I think. 2016 and 2017. And now they have this diet app, and I've been using that to track all of my macros. So
She tracks her macros. Does she track the big
protein,
big
10
meals?
grams of fat, and 110 grams of carbs. And I know that sounds like a lot, but I am about to run, lift, and then obviously I'd need like continuing fuel even though I'm going to eat again, and then eventually ride. So I'm super active throughout the day. My Garmin watch estimates that I burn anywhere from like 2,600 to like over 3,000 calories in any given day, and I'm eating roughly about 2,300 calories, and we'll see that more throughout the day. But I'm using that RP Diet app to track this meal here.
I can't imagine being a
track all my
competitive
meals
eater
with
and
it.
having a
I've
stomach
really,
bothered by
really
whole
been
eggs,
enjoying
right?
it. So yeah, I'm gonna
Seems like a
finish
weird
eating
thing
this
to be
up
bothered
here.
by.
I am in love with having my eggs like nice and runny. I'm gonna smash this while they're runny, and then I'm going to let this digest for a little while, and then I will catch you guys down in the gym for a workout. Cheers. Alright, welcome to my home gym. So today we're going to be going through a RP Strength Hypertrophy app workout. I have been following this for well over a year. Even actually in the last video y'all would have watched of me doing a full day of eating and training, I was following that app. So today we have kind of a
This is
push
20-minute
day on
video.
the docket.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch all of it.
Some leg extensions, calves, and then we're going to go into some dips, lateral raises, and chest flies. So I'm just going to categorize that all as a big push day, and we're going to get after it. This is a pretty high volume
Pro
workout
athletes,
that I'm
but
going
it's
to
not
follow
normal.
with this run. So I'm not super focused on the performance of this run. This is my first run back after a couple days off. I was dealing with some blisters on the old tootsies, probably from increasing my running volume a little too quickly. So we're probably just going to be doing like
Running
2,
bad.
maybe 3 miles today.
Lift good.
On the treadmill.
Run
after
bad.
we wrap up this strength training session. It'll probably feel pretty good to run a bit and
Kill
shake the legs
wife.
out after those leg extensions and calf raises. So without further delay, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get this workout started.
Running is the worst. It's really fucking bad.
I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like
Too much haven't done enough of eating disgusting amounts of food. Yeah.
Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it.
It's just doing raises.
Let's see how you do under pressure.
Yep.
I got bad intentions, make
Yep.
it right every wrong, and I'm back with you under pressure. Let's see how you
Running. Boo. Boo. Running. She has a very nice back.
All right, workout.
Calf raises with
is
no weight. Might be
smashed.
warming up.
It is time for a snack, and while I build my little snack here, let's talk about the workout. So,
But yeah, you would
it is
think
the
with like
last
calves being one of the most
week
strongest
of this
muscles in the
heavy
body,
training
you would have to
block
like
in
put
the
some weight
RP
on them to really
hypertrophy
kind of
app.
stress them.
So the strength training part of the workout was relatively challenging for me.
Yeah, good stretch.
It's
So
a lot
yog-
of work to
yogurt.
do in addition to the running and biking I've been doing.
She's actually measuring it
I've, of course,
out.
done that to myself, but next week I get a deload, which I'm really looking forward to. Just gives me a chance to
So she's doing the math.
heal up,
Like
and
she's
feel
really
better and get ready for the next
sticking to
block
it and
of
not just
training. So
eating into
I really
eating.
enjoyed that. My run was short, which I expected.
Perform
I
was
only went 2
constant
miles
suspension, more or
today,
less. Yeah.
just because I
Weighing
don't
your
wanna
food is too
push
chaotic for me.
The blisties on the feet,
fucking,
you know what I mean?
like-
They're feeling a little bit
Like I'll ballpark it, man. Like I'm not gonna.
frisky still, so taking it
If I'm
easy
off by a
and
couple grams or something, I don't
paring
think it's gonna
back
make or
the
break
running
me.
just a little bit. Probably for the next couple days, I'll probably do another 2 miles tomorrow.
I
and
know
see
at a
how
point it's to
they
keep you
hold up.
honest to make sure it's
back to what we're doing
standard,
now. I am
but
building
like
a
I'll weigh
yogurt
out or measure out when I make my
thing. So
overnight
we've got
oats.
some Greek
But that's
yogurt
just
in
because I
here,
want the mixture to be
about
correctly.
half
But
a
I don't
scoop of whey
do it perfectly. If there's a little more milk or a little bit more oats, then
some
that
granola
it's fine.
and some puffed rice. I also add a
Isn't
little
the
bit of
opposite
salt.
chaotic?
So
Kind of.
I think salt's delicious. That was the cabinet.
Way over measuring cups. Yeah, I guess.
So just a little bit of Himalayan pink salt, just to give it, I don't know, just helps.
I don't
the
like
flavor.
to bake because of this.
So
Baking, you
it's
have to be
mixing
exact. Yeah.
The Greek yogurt and the whey protein here. But yeah, I've been really enjoying my time with the RP Hypertrophy app. Like I said, I've been using it for over a year.
She had a garlic powder.
and
It's Himalayan
I like it
salt.
Because you can also do body weight workouts.
It's
with it.
pink
It tastes like
Himalayan
it's
salt.
worked out everything. I'm
It's
able
not
to track
garlic
what my
powder.
weights were.
I know I have a
I'm able
container
to
like
track
that
how
has
many
garlic
reps I
powder
did
in it. It's
last
not
week, what my
garlic
goal should
powder.
be for this week, and kind of just plan out a whole strength training block to make sure that I'm doing progressive overload. So if you guys want to check out a way that I've been training, I'm going to put a link down in the description box. click that for the RP Hypertrophy app. They actually gave me a code, kilos, so that you can save 10% off of a year-long membership if you want to check it out. I think it's a great app. I'm super thankful that they gave you guys the opportunity to save a little bit of money, because I'd be talking
You're
about
ruining
that
it.
anyway. So code kilos saves you some money. Check it out in the description box
Garlic
below.
and yogurt,
I'll also
Middle
link
East specialty.
the diet
Oh.
app as well, which is
Oh.
a separate app and
I mean,
separate
yeah,
subscription,
but she also
you
put
can
like
also save
chocolate
some money
protein
there,
in
but
it.
Let's finish building up this bowl. Add in some puffed rice. I think
Puffed rice.
like 20 grams on the docket here. There we go. Then we're gonna add 50 grams of this Purely Elizabeth granola. I've seen like a bunch of influencers
Fucking love granola.
eat this stuff, and I was like, what is all the hype about? And then I can't remember who it was. Somebody showed the macros for it, and I was like, wow, that's actually a decently lower fat granola, which I was super happy to see. So I'm gonna do 50 grams of this, which isn't a lot. Granola is still high calorie. This may be more macro friendly.
You mean
but
still
it's high
delicious.
calorie. And then I have this abnormally large banana. That's what she said. We'll go ahead and add this bad boy to the mix. So I'm probably eating a little bit too much.
Do you know what a
for my
serving size of
effort. I
banana
am
is? It's like half a
supposed to be
banana.
dieting
Fuck that
right
shit.
now, but I also want to make sure that my feet are able to heal during this time. I don't want to be so far in a deficit that I can't heal properly between rounds of training, since my training volume is pretty high right now. So yeah, I'm still losing weight at a slow rate.
Rub
But
it on
my
your
volume
face,
this
bitch.
week has
The
been
the
down
banana
just a
peel?
bit
Yeah,
while
I've heard
I
that's good.
heal my feet. And yes, I know.
Well,
I
that
was
just died.
break apart my banana, but granola bowl is done. Sit down and smash this thing. So while I dig into this, I'm going to continue talking because this is a talking video. I love the sound of my own voice. And tell you guys that
Here she
I don't
goes.
eat
There it goes.
the
Great
exact
ass!
same foods every day. I
Hey, Black Hat.
kind of vary things a little bit, but I do eat very similarly.
We're just finishing off with a Katina video, and hers is not a competition eating. It's her saying how she trains in between.
Out of the weeks and weeks that I'm home between food challenges. So I don't eat exactly like this every day. Sometimes I eat a little bit less because my activity is lower. Sometimes I eat a little bit more because my activity is higher. Sometimes I pick different fruits and proteins and vegetables.
Imagine
Variety
eating
is,
less when you aren't as
as cheesy as
active.
it sounds, the spice of life. And it's good
I
for
end
me
up
to
just
have
eating
some
more
variety.
because
So this is
more.
just a snapshot, and similarly, this
This is our
might
worst
not
video
be the
yet.
same way that
Would
you
rather
need
watch
to
people eat
to
unhealthy
lose
shit
weight
and
at a
work
good
it
rate.
off.
I'm losing weight at a pretty consistent half
There's no
pound to 1
pleasing
pound
you,
per
sir.
week, which is a very sustainable rate while maintaining muscle mass and also improving cardiovascular fitness. So it's working really well for me, but you might have a different need for your
She's making me
weight
want to take a
activity
shit.
level.
Why? With all the fiber?
That's all really made easy. Again, with that RP diet app, you can just input all your data in there and it spits out what you need to do to either lose weight, maintain weight, or gain it based on your activity level, the workouts you're doing, and your body.
All right,
weight and
you
your
keep
goals.
selling it. Are you
Also,
promoted by it?
I know it.
Diet app link.
It's so good.
App link. RP strength code. Yeah, I think she got sponsored by it. That's why. Can you do a video where she eats and
That
doesn't
was enough
talk?
Weird.
I just
doing
skip
ASMR
through it.
for me. I'm gonna leave you guys for a little bit. Early sweet potatoes, but they come in a on the bike. Just to the bike, I am going to. Is absolutely delectable.
That looks good.
Season my sweet potatoes with like a maple barbecue seasoning. It's really, really good. Like I think it's Grill Mates or something. To accomplish my ride mobility because I need to, but. All right. We have
And then
reached
rice
the
cakes.
final meal of the day.
Like, I'm not
That
impressed by
ride
someone that has
was
a perfect
great.
diet
It
and gets
actually went
fit.
a little bit quicker than I expected it to. I wrapped it up in about.
Or are you trying to go to
75
bed?
minutes or so.
I'm trying to wrap it up. We're going to the 12:30 now. Good lord.
Legs were feeling nice, even though
Show me a beast.
legs
Show
the
me
past
a
few
beast
days,
fast
so
food eater
really
that
good,
does it.
really happy with that.
Nick out of
Finally
avocado, you mean?
is a whey
He kind of
protein
did it.
shake with
Well, he didn't show us doing it
some
though.
blueberries in it. I
Why do these
really
people like
enjoy
all like
the
rice cakes? Because they have no
frozen
joy.
Blueberries kind of give to the protein shake. I went with a banana flavored whey for mine, and then on the side I have 5 rice cakes that I like to dip into this protein shake. Let me show you how thick this bad boy gets.
Thick.
I like my shakes to be like basically a Dairy Queen Blizzard. They're fantastic. Just like look.
That's a
at
cool
how
color.
It, like sticks to the blade, like how double C thick that is. It's the best. I like to eat my shake, if that makes
Bet you
sense.
wait,
Like,
what? I bet you Nakado Avocado guy used Ozempic. Oh man.
a little bit later, I'll also kind of round out my macros for the day with a slice of sourdough and some peanut butter.
Sheet Trekkies.
Otherwise,
Everyone's
the
high
rest of
up on the
day is
rice
all about
cakes.
recovery.
I for one like the cardboard
Massage
flavor.
down a
It's
little
just
bit
like
more,
eating
go to the
cardboard.
sauna,
Really get your cardboard
just
fix,
overall
yeah.
just really relax, keep my feet up, and prepare for another solid day of training tomorrow. So if you guys liked this video, please let me know.
So my question is, like, what does she do for income? Is it sponsorships and like I mean, she's getting free food at these competitions, but she's training. Is she like, can she spend all of her time training and not have to worry about actual work? Is that part of her training? Is that part of her work is training type thing? I don't know. I'm just confused because I'm seeing all this. I'm like, because you'll hear stories of people like, yeah, I still have like doing a day job, having a day job, and then training and doing all this stuff. That's a lot of time. Like, you don't have a lot of time. And then other time, like, yeah, and I got, you know, like the kids to take care of and laundry to do and the lawn to mow. Like, how do you do it all? What's her average view count on YouTube? Good question. Let's check it over there.
Got a bit of a sweet tooth.
Shush. So she's got currently 965,000 subscribers. She runs about, got 500K, 700K, 300, 400K there. 300K, 300K, 1.4 million views on the Kendall's Chicken Fried Steak Challenge for some reason. 600, or 690, 490, 560, 370, 1.1 million again. Every now and then she gets up to 1 million. 200, 40, 41, 410, 350, 899. Interesting. I assume she makes a lot of money from on YouTube. Yeah, you can go to Social Blade. Social Blade will have that. If I could spell, and I can't. I work and go to skate park now and work out. Clearing about $1 million a year. Oh my god, what? Really? Katina eats kilos. Monthly estimated budget, conservatively 1.4 thousand a month. Upwards of, oh my god. Yearly estimated earnings are anywhere between 16,000 and 249. Found a video for Talking Tuesday? Uh-oh. Since you cover entertainment? I think you're a VIP, so you should be able to post it, I think. I doubt she's getting... There you go. I doubt she's getting... Hang on. I doubt she's getting $1 million a year from YouTube. She only puts out one video a week, not daily. People that basically do nothing and get paid bank because inflation for everyone else. Not saying she does, but it's a fact. Sure. Alright, let's see what this link is. Oh no. From 7 months ago. Oh no. Plus sponsors and such, you can double out some of that. She has Instagram, yeah. All the socials and stuff. This video is the goofiest movie preview ever. Okay. I'll put on my focus. Okay. Hanger 18.
Connor had it all. The perfect job. Man. Hey. The perfect girl.
You look like a movie star.
Which one?
Gary Busey.
The perfect life.
You know anything about this Frankie Frico guy? He's like a little gremlin that likes to party.
You shouldn't call numbers like that.
Until one day, things got Frico.
What is this music?
Hello? This is Frankie. Yeah, buddy. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
To party, my man.
Yes, I'm ready to party.
Yeah,
Is this Jack Black? Psycho Gorman.
Oh my god.
We're here to help you loosen up.
Garbage
We're
Pail
gonna party
Kids?
hard, and then we'll be on our way. Time to get freako!
Shamadoo.
Listen, you little freaks.
I'm gonna make you
pay!
Is everything all right? You sound stressed.
This looks like something that would happen in the 80s.
Don't pick it up! Frankie! What is going on? They found us!
You can't escape me!
When the world is in peril,
Where are we?
No more games, Frankie. No one runs from me. You're mine.
don't be a hero.
This is bad.
I believe in you.
Let's boogie.
Be a freako.
Wait. If I remember correctly, Rich Evans does a voice in this, or Rich Evans has something to do with this.
Freako.
Frankie Freako.
President Munch needs a new concubine.
He's a keeper. Ow!
I could have sworn, because I remember seeing bits of this before. Like that guy there. Like that guy. This is supposed to be Rich Evans, isn't it? Like every crap 80s movie. Yeah. What the fuck? Reminds me of Gremlins. Sold, when does this release? Apparently in October. It's from 7 months ago, so it probably already came out. Gremlins in Wienerville. Oh my god, somebody else who remembers Wienerville. Thank you, Deg. This is a cult movie. I mean... 2024, 1 hour, 22 minutes. Horror, apparently. I could have sworn Rich Evans. Frankie Freako. Hang on. Frankie Freako Rich Evans. He's gotta be in it. Features Rich Evans in a voice role as Freaklore's President Munch. There it is. Pays homage to 1980s movies with its fashions, decor, and special effects reminiscent of that era. Rich Evans, known for his work in Red Letter Media Productions, also voices other characters in the film, including Brown Alien in Smiling Friends and Willieson in the film, and Willieson in High on Life. Oh, jeez. Is it a low-budget movie as well? Maybe. It's a 5.6 on IMDb. What the fuck? Mike is in it. Freako tutorial narrator. What? 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 Oh no. Current day, it's expensive. Thanks, unions. Seriously. Oh, that's wonderful. It's awful, but it's wonderful. Oh lord. Okay. Those damn unions. All right, it's after midnight. It's after midnight 30. I gotta go. I gotta get away. We gotta end for the night. Let me see who's up and about. Well, there's not a lot of people up. We've already rated Hey Buddy a couple times. He's doing more Chrono Trigger speed runs. However, Kennel looks like he's doing Expedition 33, so we can raid on over to him. Haven't rated Kennel in a while. But yeah, I gotta wind down for tonight. Calling sick. I can't. If Vintage Gamer was here, he'd be saying I need a 24-hour stream. Kennel playing a new title. Yeah, he's playing Expedition 33. And it's a new game, too, yeah. It's gonna snow in Hawaii. What? Get the rating going here. For Kennel. Alrighty-o. Thank you so much for watching and stopping by. Special shout-outs, special shout-outs, special shout-outs. Covert Flamingo for the sub.
I got spurs.
For those of you on the YouTube side and the Twitch side, thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. I'll be back again tomorrow with Cyberpunk 2077. Still going through some side questing, building up my cyberware and levels and all of that before I start taking on some of the bigger missions and stuff. But that'll be it for me for tonight. So yeah. So I hope you guys had a good night. See you guys tomorrow. We'll be back. And yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Cyberpunk. Friday, Baldur's Gate. Saturday, Sunday. We got content out the butt. There's Vermintide, there's Darktide, there's Space Marine. We got so many choices. But yeah, that'll be it. And I'll talk to you guys later. So, bye for now.